that are the future of tomorrow in the terrorist state. It never come to happen. Rochas Okorocha today still serving as a senator. I don't know if he's still there or not, but he was once time a senator serving the Imo West Senatorial District. Your future of those of our people in the old Imo State, now in the new Biafra map, we have Olu State, Okigwe State, and Owerri State created out of the old Imo State. The future of those of our people there, the youth, and the upcoming generations, will have the future in the Biafra territory, in Biafra nation, not in the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria. It does not matter which state it is. The third on our list is a man called Soludo. The reason why I bring these few people that we are very, very conversant with, we all know their history and what they have done to the youth of our people. Governor Soludo, after coming to power from the rigged so-called selection, as usual in the terrorist state of Nigeria, selection, they called election. From March 2022, there was a program that our Prime Minister made a long time ago. That was when I picked an interest. I have said this in one of the programs I hosted a couple of weeks ago also. Our Prime Minister said that Soludo is going to be the last governor of now old Anambra State. I so much pick an interest on that. He was doing an exposition, either based on all these criminal deals or so. He made mention this. I said to myself, I've said this a couple of times ago. I said to myself, why should this man, of all places, in a public space, make such comment? It means there's something about this. That's when it wasn't that I wasn't following him there, but that's when I picked more interest and start following him very, very carefully. For someone to come and make this statement, there's something behind it. Today, Soludo have come to be the last governor of the old Anambra State. Soludo before was a former governor, CBN governor, appointed in 2004 by the then Olusegun Obasanjo administration. The youth, where this man come from, when currently, as he's still the governor of old Anambra State, the youth of the so-called Anambarians, they have no future in the terrorist state of Nigeria. Rather, in the new Biafra nation, in Ohaboyi, or every other state that is created out of old Anambra State, this generation of Biafrans will have the future in the Biafra nation. The worst of them all is the number 4 in our list. Hopeless Uzodimma. Again, Hopeless Uzodimma was a senator, a 2-time senator in the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria. We all remember what happened to the 14 youths that was going for traditional marriage and was massacred. And Hope Uzodimma called them pipeline criminals and what have you. Gave them all manners of names, just like the Prime Minister have said. When they want to kill a dog, you give it a bad name. This is exactly what Hope Uzodimma did with the terrorist Islamic State, Happy Trigger, Army, Police, DSS, and what have you. But at the end of the day, the Biafra gallant men and women of the BDF are doing the needful. They are neutralizing the terrorists in our territory. Those invaders that have come to kill our people, they in turn will go back in body bags. All thanks to the Biafra government and the Prime Minister who stood gallantly, because someone has to stand up to these terrorists and their cohorts. And we thank him. Hope Uzodimma from 4th position after their so-called selection, as usual. It's only going to have to go to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the election INEC. Once again, the Supreme Court have done wonders. And Hope Uzodimma from 4th position to number 1 position, and then the governor of the so-called old Imo State that Biafrans have given vote of no confidence long time ago. A lot of our people have killed in Eko to market, in Izombe, and a whole lot of other communities that we cannot begin to mention, all in the name of giving our land to the terrorist invaders from the Fulani Caliphate. At the end of the day, Hope Uzodimma and his cohort will not live to see Biafra. If they do, they will be in exile or in the grave. That is what is going to happen. We are not mincing word, because those that kill our people and those that sponsors them, there are one and two. We did not differentiate between those that come to kill our people and succeeded in doing so, and those people that aided them by bringing them in the first place to do that. Number 4 on our list is Rotimi Amaechi. Again, the leaders of tomorrow in the terrorist state did not apply on this one as well. Of course, they don't lose election. Rotimi Amaechi was then, again, governor of the old River State for the past 8 years and was rewarded during the dead Buhari's administration with Minister of Transport in 2015. Our people, again, in the old River State, their future have been mortgaged. Rotimi Amaechi with his cohort have continued. Just go to the history of Nigerian politicians and what have you. Why I bring these names is those people that we are confident in and we got history. That's why I just bring just this few. I don't care about what happens in the west of the terrorist state of the region of Nigeria. No, that is not our problem. Our issue here is about our own people from the Biafra territory. We don't care, just like our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, during his teaching on this earlier on this program. He said it. We don't care what happened to the Yoruba people in the West. We only after our people. What happened in our own territory, that is what we are after. Rotimi Amaechi was in the government for 8 good years. And what did he do? The future of those of our generation, of our people in the old River State, did not come to materialize because these people still hold on to the power. Even when they lived as a governor, they go to somewhere else, they continue the criminality, impunity, and what have you, until the end of time. These people have no stop in their diary. On the number 6 on our list is Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi, again, was the former governor of Ebonyi State. And of course, as you all know, they don't lose the election. This is Nigeria for you. Another 8 years again. And at the end of the day, even to the extent of the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria Caliphate, they went as far as killing people in Dave Umahi's own village. And what did he do? He came to the media and the television of channels and what have you and shed a crocodile tears, pretending that he's with all these people, with our people, with his village people. And at the end of the day, no one was arrested. And Dave Umahi was even saying that they had an agreement that this would not happen, but it did happen. And what did Dave Umahi do? Because his bosses are those in Abuja. This is how they roll. For killing Biafrans, Dave Umahi was rewarded the Minister of Works. Since the one-leg drug dealer Tinubu's come to power in 2023. Dave Umahi currently is the Minister of Works. This is what you get for killing Biafrans. You will be rewarded handsomely with a ministerial position in the terrorist state of Nigeria. And the future of our people will be mortgaged. This has been an ongoing something from day one up to this very moment. But thank God, there is one man that have come to stood the test of time. He is Prime Minister of Biafra government, both in exile and that of the de facto in homeland, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. ESN, the Universal Peace Ambassador. This man have stand. Someone have to do it. It takes a lot of credit. This man was cooked, according to him. Let me borrow his word for this journey. And he's here to break up that jinx. That treacherous waters the Islamic State of Nigeria have built, that anyone who stand up against the terrorist state or the status quo will be brought down by all means. There has been only one man, in fact, 2 of them. One is still dealing with them right in their office in the terrorist DSS custody in Abuja, and another one is in Finland. With his government cabinet, they are dealing with the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria, black and blue, in the language that they will not even understand according to them. It did not end there. I just want to bring you people attention to what is going on, the so-called future that the terrorist system of governance have for our people. For example, the National Common Entrance Examination cutoff mark for the all states in Nigeria is as follows. I just picked some of the states. Abia have 65% or 65 something cutoff mark. I'm talking about the National Common Entrance Examination, which we are all conversant with. They have 65. Adamawa have 40. In fact, Adamawa State is the only one that have the highest mark, that's very close to that of our state in Biafra territories. Abia, 65. Adamawa, 40. Akwa Ibom, 63. Bauchi, 18. Benue, 60. Borno, 33. Enugu, in fact, Enugu one is even what? 65. Jigawa, 37. Kogi, to tell you that Kogi is part of Biafra territory. When the government of Biafra is telling you something, or the just concluded map of Biafra, you will notice the differences. This is to tell you, Kogi is 61. Why Kano, of all places, is 34? Cross River, the old Cross River, is 54. Yobe is 20. Ebonyi State is 60. While Zamfara is 14. Welcome to Nigeria. Anambra have the highest mark of 66. And Gombe is 37. Why I try to bring the attention of our people to this? This National Common Entrance Examination cutoff marks, we are all conversant with them. How can a child born in one of these states, Abia, Akwa Ibom, Benue, Enugu, Kogi, Cross River, Ebonyi, and Anambra State, and all host of other states, I just selected these few, they will have marks from 60 upwards, while those in the terrorist state of Nigeria in the Northern Territory will have from the highest, like I said, Adamawa State has 40, the rest, and the least, it's, in fact, there was even worse, there's some on 12. Zamfara is 14. And when you ask them, why is it that someone from the other side of the so-called terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria will have 14 or 12 or 20, while people from the Biafra territory will have that high mark to make it? And they will tell you, because people from your own region are smart people. They will just laugh over it. And they are smart people. Where in the world, can anyone tell me anywhere in the world, even in the whole of Africa, where you have this kind of impunity going on for a very long time and no one seems to be doing anything or saying anything about it? The so-called people that you elected, you selected, when the government of Biafra is telling you, according to our leader, the government of Biafra is telling you that this place, you don't belong here. How else do you want the terrorist state to let you understand? They borrowed money long time ago from China and they did not give you not even $1 out of it. And you are going to be part of those people that's going to pay for that money. That one is even long time ago. Just few weeks ago, the so-called student loan that the terrorist state gave to their people, those still studying and going to schools and all that. Did anyone from the Biafra territory get any? No. They told you right in your face that you are not part of this contraption. And you are there forcing yourself into a place that you are not recognized. And no one even cares about you. If you are killed, no one cares. Just like what the program that our brother Ugo 247 hosted 2 days ago or so. The flood was taking their people in the north, in Borno State, because of the dam that was that overflowed. Who knows if it was a sabotage or what? They don't have one single boat to go and rescue their so-called citizens. But the terrorist state of Nigeria Army have more than enough boats to go to Oklahoma, claiming that they are going to collect the guns that people stole during the time that they so-called, when they have issue with the people of Oklahoma. After leveling Oklahoma and people started rebuilding their life again, they went back again to destroy the remnants of what is left of them, claiming that they are going to get stolen guns that they lost. This is the terrorist state of Nigeria at work. If they play, if they show. Only one man have come to stop them. And that is the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the Biafra government. And we have a date with them. 2nd of December 2024 is where it's going to end. Their criminality, impunity, and what have you, kidnappings and murder of Biafran people will end permanently. That is when we are going to start the big cocoa from the 2nd of December 2024 going forward. The terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria will hear ye katum from us. Gone are the days our people will go to farm and these people will go and butcher them for no reason. Our people will go to market and never return again. They will go to farm and never return again. People will harvest. People will plant, and during the harvest time, these people will bring their cows through the enemies of Biafra with those stooges in our land that invaded them in the first place. They will come and pillage and destroy everything on the process, feeding their cows. And when you talk, they will say, oh, can you just leave that area so that the terrorist Fulani people can come and take over the land? It is not going to happen. It can happen in other places in the Islamic State of Nigeria, not in our territory anymore. Because we have an army, the Biafra Defense Forces. Just like what happened a couple of days, a day or so. 3 of their armored tanks were destroyed by the upgraded Obunigwe. And they will continue to kiss the dust and go down. 15 of their men in the process was neutralized. We hold no prisoners. According to the Prime Minister of Biafra, we don't have prison to put these marauders. The only thing we can do is to send them to judgment. And let them go and settle their case if they have any. We are waiting for the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria in the so-called EU that they went. Our Prime Minister have said, he swore, he said they will never see the break light of the EU. Don't forget that our Prime Minister was the first to even send them letter in the first time when the terrorists think that he was joking, or maybe he's one of all those DSS people, DOS people that at the end of the day someone will clamp on him. When they found out that the handshake is getting very close to the elbow, they started running kita from pillar to post. But guess what? It's too late. Biafra is here already. There's no human being that is going to stop the coming of Biafra on the 2nd of December 2024. Okay, we are homebound. And no human being will stop it. Not even the devil himself, if he exists at all. Biafra is here to stay. I thank you, every one of you, for being here on our program tonight. I thank our brother, Ugochukwu Biafra, for always being there and accepting the co-host. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Our brother, David Inanna of BWOC, thank you again for being here. Thank you for the work that you're doing on behalf of our people. Rage and Fury, always representing, regardless of the challenges in the terrorist state, with light and data and what have you. You are always in most of the spaces of the government. We thank you. Simon Edozie, we thank you. Our minister, Ugo 247, thank you, my brother, for the work that you are doing for our people. It's not an easy something, but at the end of the day, our reward is in Biafra. The one that we can attest to, our reward is in Biafra. Thank you, my brother. Our CBI, Christopher Okenwa, always there for our people. Thank you, my brother, for doing the needful. Biafra activists, our sister Stella, thank you, Stella, for being here always. One and only Jaja Godson. Thank you, my brother. I listened to your program this morning, but I was running to work then, and I think I have to share the other one that I've seen this evening. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Thank you so much. May Chukwu Okike continue to bless you, all those of our people. And one after the other. And Biafra is here because people have started listening, and they have found out the difference between hospital and hospitalized. Terrorist state of Nigeria is hospitalized, while Biafra is hospitality and hospital. Thank you so much, my brother. Biafra Free Energy Tech Amuche. Agujiegbe, my brother, Jitekwe na bomb. These days. One and only Clara Dims. Clara Dims, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the work that you're doing on behalf of our people in Urobo Isoko spaces on Mondays. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May Chukwu Okike give you the wisdom and your team so that our people will come to realize that all those lies that have been told by all those criminals in our territory our people have opened their eyes. Their savior and where they're going to get the succor is from the Biafra government, led by Prime Minister Mazi Simon Eba. Thank you for that. Betlamin, Lucky Star, thank you, my brother, for being here. And where can you see? Thank you here. Helen Peters, thank you for being here, my sister. Thank you for what you guys in the United Kingdom are doing. Guys, if you go to the fundraising on the weekend, you find out what I'm telling you. It's every single week. These guys are coming with bangers. It's not an easy something. Thank you so much for what you people are doing. Simon Izuchukwu there. Biafra Liaison, Malaysia, I think yes. Biafra Liaison, Executive in Akweba. Biafra First Love. Thank you. I've seen your programs this morning with United States and our sister Toshi. Thank you guys for hosting that program because the space was a little bit quiet because I know that I can't be able to do it twice in a week. So I just have to keep it the one that I can be able to do. You know, it's not an easy something. I understand a lot of people were complaining, but thank you guys for bringing that up, and it was a good one. Thank you guys for doing that. Ifeanyi Chukwu Osadebe Biafra Chukwuma Emeka BLA Anasa BC Elewem Daniel Eze Lekwam King also Ben Owabo, thank you for being here. Freedom for All, Frank Agudam, John Representative of Wisdom, Emmanuel Udago, Elvin, Olise Loka, Chubueze N, British Victim, Mercy 334, thank you for being here. PCS Ajay Kitom, Mazi Daka, I think I've seen this our brother hosting program the other day. I couldn't be able, either our brother or sister, I'm not quite sure, but I've seen the program there and our people was there. It was late here. Hans, my brother, this is your name, Hans Zabrace also. TG Wonder, Ben Chooks, Shedi Account, Shedi Junior, Leo, Mobility, Zobwe also. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Ata of Ede Vision, and everyone here, God's Power. Guys, please, if you haven't done so, just check your feed or check your word to see if you have shared this program. If you haven't done so, please share the program and let's get a lot of our people in here. We need everyone to be here so that we can have a good program tonight. Everyone's opinion is very, very important to this program. Our topic says, leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria is a mirage, is a shamble, is a scam, is a fraud. Your future prospect is in Biafra Nation. Our co-host, Ugochukwu Biafra, if you're there, please unmute your mic and make your submission. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you, JD. Thank you so much for bringing up this space. And like always, and I thank each and every one of you that is here. Of course, before I proceed, I will not forget, of course, there's no how you can forget to say the great greetings to our great leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Muhammadike, one of Biafra land, and also our Prime Minister, the one I call the prayer answer of the people, Mazi Simon Ekbanjoko, and above all, the Biafra Defense Force in general, the BDF. I salute each and every one of you. You remain the best of the best. You know, it's not easy to be countering such a terrorist group call themselves Oneness Nigeria with you. But in normal circumstances, everybody knows that these are terrorist organization coming from different angle as a peacekeeper, as a one Nigeria, as a nation military, as police, environmental police, or whatever you may call it, safeguarding and being with the people. But each and every one of us who is in from the outside the box, and even those that have worked with them in the hierarchy defense of the terrorist country called Nigeria, they also made mention of it. But their fake media, from their media, refuse to, ring that like a bell in the air of the collusion of the military with the terrorist groups. And they forget to ring in the bell in the ear of the people in their channel TV and Arise and the TVC that if you don't defend yourself, you will all be wiped out. That's from their mouth. And I salute our Biafra Defense Force for that. And of course, our brother, our own lovely brother who go 247. I salute you, David Inanna. Wage and Phil, I salute you. Christopher, my brother. Judge, our own and our own. Sister Stella and the rest of you. Amuche, Udo, Lucky Star, Garadin, I salute each and every one and many more of you here. I salute you for being here. JG was talking about the topic is about the leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria. It's a mirage. I wish it's just about leaders of tomorrow. If it was just at least these young ones to be alive and not be a leader, it could not be manageable. But we're talking about death. It's what's awaiting for them, talk less of being a leader. And many of them has gone in the hands of those so-called people that is promising them the leaders of tomorrow. The survival of these men and women, they are suffering of hunger, they are suffering of fear, of the terror. Men in uniform, they are suffering of the men built up by these criminals who are sitting in that so-called leadership and also promise you to be a leader of tomorrow. Not even that. Just like as you made mention of Ukoma, they say they forget some of the weapons that were taken away from them. This is a power from far beyond. Some puppets of the de facto world government are working for these puppets in the zoo, those that call themselves leaders. Why they have the ordinary grand masters in the villages who are working in the behalf of the masters in Abuja, who work for the masters of the world criminal billionaires who call themselves de facto government. It's unfortunate that all this thing has been playing for many years. And that is the reason why today the Biafran people are so blessed to have the PM and Biafran government today, which the PM is championing the great Biafrans all over the world. And also a great joy, I would say, for people of Burkina Faso, Abraham Traore, and our brothers, which our freedom is their freedom, Ambazonia. The freedom of Ambazonia is the freedom of Biafran people. The freedom of Biafra is the Biafra, And that is the reason why that each and every one of us is a must. It's a tax that must. It's like a must protect our God-given leader. It is a tax that must be carried out. It does not matter wherever he is. He call you in Finland, you must be there. No excuses. If you don't have money, go and borrow it. And it's a must that we must fund Biafra Defense Force because this is the face that will keep these great leaders alive. Because for many years, they have used their own people to assassinate the hope of these leaders of tomorrow. Because in the zoo, there is nothing like leaders of tomorrow. Because you first of all think about if you're going to be alive. What they have is leaders of saboteur, the gatekeepers of the criminals. They grow criminals. As we are talking today, they are growing criminals from LOP, they are growing criminals from PDP, they are growing criminals from APC, the terrorist party. They are only growing saboteurs who will be a green snake to come into the lives of the people and do what they do best in Africa in general. Thomas Sankara, Patrick Lumumba, those that wanted to help their people's life, to give them a leaders of tomorrow and a better life and get to their potential. There is no hope of getting to reaching your potential. There is no, either you go outside the world and be a slave, no matter what you are doing, thinking that you have arrived, you're a fucking goddamn slave. Are we talking about leaders? We're not talking about leaders of tomorrow even here. We're talking about being alive. Are you talking about the one that happened right in our face here before the social media come out, before we embrace the social media that our leader Mazen Nanikano was shouting, go to Twitter, go to Twitter. Mama Gaddafi. Then come to brainwash you, they use you and kill the man who have the power to give you the leader of tomorrow, every potential to come to be a leader tomorrow. And that is the reason why that we all, it does not matter who you are. Those that praise Simon Ekpa tomorrow and curse him today, we don't give a shit about you. We must do everything humanly possible to listen to him. If you're a human, hit your chest, understand. Anyone around the world who tell you that Simon is this or that, If you are not a human being in fullness, if you are not a human in fullness, if you are half animal that have been contaminated by the zoo or by some African countries, they tell you that Simon is this, Mazina the Kano is that and this. And let's talk about the one that is here right now in our hands. We are holding tight Simon Ekpanjoko and his government and the government of the people. If you are half animal, at least call him on phone or call those around him or his minister of information. This is what I had. Is it true or true or true? Speak to them direct. But if you are a full human being, when you hear anything, sit back and watch and think and watch what his activities and the government activities as a human and think from the outside box. But if you think that everything that have come to that deprive you to being the leaders of tomorrow from the power above to your local place, you think that you can be able to carry it out in this our generation, you are a big liar. I mean, full-blown liar. You know why? These people like the small boy in France, he imitated his fathers and carried out the same lineage of his fathers, occupation of their source of income. But what did we do? We abandoned what our fathers used to be, fight back and stand tall and embrace some garbage that kept us in the object poverty or never to reach our potential and never will be the leaders of tomorrow, and embrace Sabo and terrorist organization called Nigeria and their gatekeepers who call themselves senators and governors. You must be able to put your head down and protect your own and be a leaders of tomorrow through the Biafra, United States of Biafra, and through what our brother is doing right there all over Africa, in few African countries. You must. And Biafra Defense Force, which is the hope that you keep these criminals out of the way. I was listening to a video of one of these people that my brother JD was mentioning. His name, whether it's old video or new video, Omo Agege, or whatever he may call himself, from our own brothers from Ihobo. From Ihobo, or whatever he may call himself. Omo Agege, he was beating around the bush, calling himself middle, belt, well, bendel, west. Yes, we could be able to be with Igbo. What a disgrace of a man. These are the people who promise you leaders of tomorrow, who say that, yeah, we know we are an Igbo. A man who is Igbo, who doesn't know that he's Igbo, just because he wants to remain in one Nigeria, we beat around, yeah, the country is not good, blah, blah, blah. I share that video and I tell him, this is the problem we have here. Our brothers and sisters from Ihobo who host space every day, and in the government and in the Biafran freedom, Biafran people rescue, and the Biafran United States of Biafra of Restoration of Biafra, they don't believe you are human. It's people like him, self-decorated important person. Forget that Biafran referendum is just one man. Me, my own one vote. My mother, one vote. If like, let her vote for the Republic of Zoo. That is her own problem. But this Omo Gege think that he is something special because he believes that Sister Clara Dean is nobody. He believed that my brothers and sisters, Lucky Star is nobody. He believed that all these wonderful people in Noho is nobody. Only this garbage human being who has served, and there is no drinking water in his village. That is, some of them have think that they are so important, that all these knowledgeable with full of wisdom are nobody. Simon Ekpa is nobody. For the eyes of a monkey, a baboon from the zoo, from a people that govern a state that cannot earn a passport to a visa that goes to ordinary, if I don't know which country, who sit back, a people who sit back and watch 11 or 9, if I'm not making a mistake, a terrorist organization be created and terrorists all over the world find a safe haven in a place where they are governing. And you want us to sit back and stay there. And you see somebody from your territory who create a self-referendum, which deprive people from your useless constitution that never existed. and you are there pointing finger, talking from both sides of your mouth. The worst part of it that the negligence of these motherfuckers is too much. These wonderful sisters and brothers here hosting space that go to the president of the whole world every day. And that bastard never hold the space one day. Hold the space and tell us that you don't belong to Biafra. These are people who want to leave a leaders of tomorrow for you. His places, Fulanis, are encroaching in. Watch the video our PM just shared. The video of a man of these church people saying how Fulani is telling him that they are taking over Nigeria, that they are all over the whole place. They are all the major roads. That comes, tomorrow is a fundraising. We must raise funds to push Biafra Defense Force to the last place. These people need to be come to the elastic limit. Please, if you have that $50 you had under your bed, bring it out tomorrow. Bring it out. Biafra Defense Force need to throw their wings all over. You see that Ukwama? Men need to be there, above to the last Atlantic, to the last place, to make sure that this place is calm. So when you talk about leaders of tomorrow, if it's just to be a leader of tomorrow and there is a job, we can keep them being leader. People like me, I don't want to be a leader of anything. I'm not interested. But at least let us, our people, be alive. Let our old people have a life. Let our young people have a job. Study to your limit that you can be able to study, reach your potential. You want to, whatever you want to be, the government will be there, as the Prime Minister is doing today. Example is our sister in Canada. I strongly believe that our sister will do a justice to welcome our PM on Canadian visit, on a PM visit to Canada, and show the world what a great leader can do for their people. You see the way that it's not much you can come to space to say, hey, if you're not among Biafra, you are idiot, fuck off. No. You see how this is example, you that is here, do something to attract your brothers and sisters to come. Okay, there is a hope here. Like what the Biafran government is doing. Our sister, nobody invite her, but today she can understand that you have a strong government without nobody insult her, nobody call her, nobody say, come and join Biafra. Simple as ABCD. They are here. So, my dear brothers and sisters, leaders of tomorrow in the zoo does not exist. It's a mirage. And above all, you see these men who have come to direct us to have that potential of leaders of tomorrow it's a tax that must above all, must be protected. Because we have seen them use their puppets. Those are their remote. I will not call them a puppet because these are they use them as a remote control to murder these people, label them all kind of names. We have it today that we can be able to lay our voice without BBC and CNN telling us everybody has to believe what they say when they conclude on what to say, and everybody put their eye at BBC because they have a beautiful camera, and everybody have to believe Channel TV. But today we have a social media. You can do your findings and know the truth and speak out. But above all, these leaders that have drawn a map of the leaders of tomorrow, Simon Ekpanjoko, Mazin Namdi Kano, and stretching our mind to our great brother in what he's doing in Burkina Faso, must be protected. Anything you don't understand about them, speak to their ministers of information, speak to those that are close to them. If you cannot enjoy it, sit back and watch. And do not allow me to tell you what they are doing. Do not allow Goku Biafra to tell you this is what Simon is doing. Do findings by yourself. Use your brain. And do not allow somebody to murder your prayer answers. And have a Libya of today, not Libya of many years back. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. I salute you. We are all here. And I thank you all. And I believe that we all is going to do the right thing. And the right thing here is believe your government. And you will have that leader of tomorrow that you desire to be. Each and every one of you who want to be a leader, you have the great opportunity. But in the zoo, don't even think about leader because you're not going to be alive to think about leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother and our co-host, Ugochukwu Biafra, for that wonderful submission. Like I picked two things that you talked about Amaka. You know, the issue of this Amaka of a thing, when that case came up before, the terrorist state of Nigeria, their Senate Akpabio personally wrote letter to the Canadian government and authorities. You know, these people, these happy slaves, what they are doing is that whenever there's an issue, especially now that the government activities of the Biafra government is doing wonders, they are very, very mad. So what they are doing, they try to tarnish the image of the government by any means and anyhow. But what happened? As Okike may have it, it have played to the hand of the government. As soon as the government of Biafra come in, all those shenanigans and what have you finished. And today, that Amaka will be among those that is going to welcome the Prime Minister of Biafra on his tour to Canada on the 15th of this month. And trust me, and you all know this, because of this, the terrorist state of Nigeria will permanently shut the news of that Amaka and the issue that they were raising before. They will stop it in total because she is going to appear on that program. I cannot wait. I would just want to see the reaction of the terrorist brand envelope journalist people. Because in Ketrohananya, and the Prime Minister is anticipating, he's waiting for this program to go ahead on the 15th because they never expected anything. By now, even to the extent of some people went and concocted through AI a so-called photo, still photo of someone on handcuffs. It did not happen. It's all lies, propaganda to the pit of hell. This is the terrorist state of Nigeria for you. They tried everything. Now the government of Biafra is in control. Isn't it that wonderful? The Prime Minister have promised Biafrans, both in exile, both in diaspora, or in the homeland, anywhere you are in the world, whether you support the government or not, as long as you are a bona fide or Biafra citizen, the protection of the government will extend. It doesn't have boundaries. Enemy of even to the extent he said it, and it's true. I remember that day. Even those people that was even enchanting incantation against the Prime Minister. Oh, Prime Minister, now worry things, you know. Prime Minister asked Biafrans to go and follow them and boost up their pages. It did happen. I of course, I never miss any of his program from the day I started following him. This government protection of Biafrans have no boundaries. And this Amaka issue is one of those cases. Now, the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria, have you come to realize anything that this man put his hand on, it's always a success story. You all remember what happened against Kansi. Kansi would have been a dead person today, if not for the intervention of the Prime Minister. And many other people. Just of recent, an amputee in old Imo State, a so-called Igwe or Eze, at the end of the day, that idiot was given, I think it was 24 or 72 hours warning. And after 14 hours, he let the lady again, the woman, a widow, his brother's wife. Now you begin to wonder what kills the husband. This is what the government of Biafra, if they play, they show your future is well protected in the hands of the government of Biafra, not in the terrorist state. Thank you so much, our brother Ugochukwu. We'll get to some of the things that you actually mentioned during your submission. Our own David Nana of BWOC. Thank you for being here, my brother, and thank you for accepting the co-host. If you're on there, please mute your mic and make your submission. Thank you.
Thank you so much, JD. JD Walker is a beautiful, handsome young man. We salute you for giving us another opportunity to speak to Biafrans, to speak to lovers of freedom and haters of freedom as well, for giving us opportunity of letting our people know what the government is doing. So I salute you, JD, this morning, and I appreciate you for what you have. Your submission was wonderful. I really appreciate that. So, wonderful people and lovers of freedom all over the world, I greet you from my location. And I want to also based on the already existed protocol established by our host and our co-host Ugochukwu as well. I want to stand on it to make my submission as well. So I welcome each and every one of you. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your commitment. Thank you so much. And more importantly, I salute my comrades who are here of the Biafran Writers of Conscience, BWOC. Jaja Gosson, I salute you. And every other comrade that I can't mention your name, I appreciate you for being here as well. Thank you for what you are doing for us. Yes, Nigeria, leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria is a mirage. Your future prospects is Biafra. Nigerians don't have tomorrow. Nigerians don't even have leaders of tomorrow. If you are in Nigeria, what you have is leaders of yesterday and of today as well. Those who were the leaders of yesterday are still the leaders of today. And tomorrow, they will still be the leaders. You gave an example of Nwike, you gave an example of Soludo, and you gave an example of Hope Uzodinma, or Uzodinjo. Nwike was the governor of Old River State. Today, he's a FCT minister. Soludo was a former CBN governor. Today, he's the governor of Anambra State. So what are the youths? Those who will be the youths of tomorrow, the leaders of tomorrow. What have they to contribute?
David, it's like we cannot collect your mic.
David, unmute your mic. You muted yourself, please. David, unmute your mic. You muted yourself. Okay. I don't know what's going on with David. I think he's probably still talking. He didn't know that he muted himself. Okay, David, if you can hear us, please. You muted yourself. Can you unmute your mic again and make your submission? Okay. While we're waiting for David to come back or something, maybe I probably have to bring him down. I don't. But his mic is on. Anyway. Thanks, guys. Rage and Fury, please. Those that have come in the course of this program, if you haven't done so, can you please share the program?
Sorry.
Yeah,
can you hear me now?
Hear you.
Sorry,
yeah,
I didn't know.
Muted, and we were telling you to mute your mic. Go ahead, my brother.
Okay, sorry. So those you call your leaders of tomorrow, you know, when we were in school, those days in Nigeria, there is a song we used to say. We say, "True parents, listen to your children." And I know most of you passed through that song as well. We are the future generation. Try and build our school and give us sound education. You see, we are singing they are the futures of tomorrow. They are singing that they are generation that will take part in the leadership of that contraction called Nigeria, that we take over from our parents. But unfortunately, what that song portends is not what that is happening today. Those who were the leaders of yesterday are still there as the leaders of tomorrow. So the people in Nigeria have no tomorrow. They have no future. Because those who were supposed to fine-tune their future for them, those who were supposed to prepare a very rosy path for the futures of tomorrow to emerge, these are the same people that are still occupying the places of those who are supposed to be the futures of tomorrow today. They are there today making policies. Tomorrow they will be there to make another policies. Why those who are supposedly the leaders of tomorrow will always be there to praise them and to always ask them, when are you leaving office, so that we can occupy our place in the Committee of Nations. That is how sad that it is. So there is nothing like leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria. The only leaders of tomorrow The only way that it can be applicable in this life is when Biafra is restored. Those who will be the leaders will now fine-tune the prospect lineage and planning for the life of those who will take over after the generation have completed their work on this planet Earth. It is only in Biafra that such thing will come to pass. So support the emergence of God's nation on this planet Earth, and your tomorrow and your future will be guaranteed. Very, very important. Nigeria have destroyed a lot of lives. Nigeria have destroyed a lot of families. In fact, when you come to education, it is nothing to write home about. When you come to industrialization, it is nothing to write home about. When you come to technology, it is nothing to write home about. So where can you base your submission that there will be a pleasant tomorrow for people who are in Nigeria? Nigeria cannot guarantee your tomorrow. Even your today is not guaranteed in Nigeria. It is only in Nigeria that yesterday is better than today. And you can imagine when the world have moved on, when the world are making prospects, when the world are making, planning ahead of time. As we are speaking, even in Finland, they have planned ahead of time of what they expect to happen to their country in 40, in 20, in 10 years to come. But Nigeria, it is not applicable in Nigeria. Nigeria are only thinking of what has happened yesterday. They compare it with what is happening today. And that is why Nigeria have no prospect for the youth. Nigeria have no program for their teeming population. And that is why everything is turning upside down in that contraction called Nigeria. So there is no tomorrow for those who still believe in one Nigeria. There is no tomorrow for those who think that Nigeria will be better. There is no tomorrow for you that think that 2027, that one Messiah will come from somewhere. There is no tomorrow because Obasanjo will still be there in 2027. The likes of Mwike will still be there in 2027. Hope Uzodinjo, Soludo, if Biafra did not take them away, if they are not in exile, they will still be there for those of you who still believe in one Nigeria. That is why we that do not believe in one Nigeria, we are fighting for a better nation. We are fighting for a better country. We are fighting for a better life. Because it is only in Biafra that you can be able to achieve all your prospects in life. So support Biafra, support our government, support our prime minister in order to make Biafra a reality, because it is only in Biafra that you can be guaranteed. Your life can be secure. Employment, you will have employment. Good roads, industrialization, good life, anything you can think of that the West is enjoying. It is only when Biafra come that we can be able to enjoy same thing as well. So what do you have to do? Support our fight for our liberation. Support the fight for our freedom. Because Chukwu Okike Abiama have destined that we might be free at this time. And our generation will be happy for what God will use them to do from here.
Thank you so much, my brother. I guess you finished your submission, right? Thank you so much for that submission. You know, like what you said yesterday is better than today. That is the terrorist state of Nigeria. Even in the last administrations, from every single one of them, the one that left is always better than the new one, which is not supposed to be in a sense society. But that is Nigeria for you. Nigeria is in a reverse gear. But Biafra have come to stop that. Our prime minister was saying something last time. He said, whenever all these intellectuals and all these baby sabos, they always ask you, did you see what happened between South Sudan? They always use negative things to compare. They never think ahead. They never think about something different. The case of South Sudan and that of the Biafra is never the same thing. South Sudan is not very close. Not even, you can't even pair South Sudan and that of Biafra. But they will always tell you, oh, look at South Sudan. They left to Sudan. And now look at today. It does not matter. Do something first. We have come to pass those stages in life when you are coming here and telling people how things that other people done, that maybe the same thing will await you. It does not matter. Let them bring it. Onyendu have said in the earlier broadcast today that even if you take the Biafra people 100 years, we are going to drive this Usman Danfodio Murudas back to Futajano or wherever they come from. And already, they have attacked our land, like Onyendu said, and the BDF. We are not in the defensive anymore. We are on offensive on this one. Forward ever. The zoo will hear it from us. Thank you so much, our brother. We'll come to most of the things that you said during the course of your submission. Guys, I will try to time the space at the moment, please. And please be concise with your submission so that we can, that we can make do with the time until maybe when the space is free a little bit, because we have new people on our program, so that we can get everyone opinions, please. So we'll make it like 4 minutes for now until we see how the space is going, and then we'll kind of maybe let it go or something like that, or even tighten it a little bit. Thank you so much. Rage and Fury, please, let's start with Rage and Fury because it's from Holland, and because of that, we just give him preference. Rage and Fury, if you're there, please, 4 minutes is 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you
so
very much. I am here, man. I hope I'm being heard.
Yeah, you're audible. There's a little bit background noise. If you can take off the earpiece like you normally do, that would be appreciated. But
yeah, I've taken it off already.
Okay, go ahead. 4 minutes, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Greetings to you, great Biafrans, from my location. Good afternoon from here, Nigeria, and special greetings to all the great Biafrans all over the world.
Maximum. Great, you still noisy, please. It's still noisy.
It's noisy. It's noisy, please.
Let me change location. Is it better this way?
Is this? Just go ahead. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Let's see. Hello, Reg, are you there?
So my Prime Minister, His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, as well as our Simna Kanu. Special greetings to the Biafra Army, the Biafra Defense Force, and every group that is defending our children and women, and all our elderly people, our youth. We cannot thank enough. May God Almighty continue to protect you, continue to guide and lead you. May He bring your enemy down before you. That is the prayer we pray for you day and night in Jesus' name. Okay, the topic. The truth is that leaders of tomorrow, like my brother David Nana rightly said, there's no tomorrow to even be leaders of, and the children being leaders of tomorrow is the opposite that you have here in Nigeria, because it's the old people over 70 years, over 80 years. These have always been the leaders of Nigeria, and these very old people that are close to their grave, they don't even allow the children to grow. They unleash the Nigerian military and police on to kill the children, kill children that are supposed to be leaders of tomorrow. Hence, there are no leaders for tomorrow. Hence, they keep recycling themselves, the old ones, the over 80 years, the over 90 years, they keep recycling themselves in leadership. This is why you see nothing good coming from Nigeria. This is why there is no development in Nigeria. Because when Nigeria is telling you A, what they are actually saying is B. When Nigeria is saying white, what they actually mean is black. You understand? So opposite is the case. So at the end of the day, you see, no leader of tomorrow, no children to be leader of tomorrow, because those children are not given the opportunity to grow old to become the leader they ought to be, to bring about development and growth in that space where they call Nigeria. You understand? And that is so pathetic. That is so demoralizing. There are no words to really explain that, you know. So there are no leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria. Thank you very much, my great people. And I want to say a very special thank you to those of you that host space. It is not easy. May God Almighty continue to provide for you whatever you need to hold these spaces. God will continue to provide for you the time.
Reg, we can't hear you any longer. Are you still there?
Abomoti oma birero re Biafra. Abote oma, mate kwa magbe jiroge ma birero re Biafra. Uye mauretire, ma birero re Biafra. O janu retire, o ma birero re Biafra. Abomoti oma, matekwo magbe jirogene ma birero re Biafra. Uti woma, matekwo magbe ruaro chukwu. Uti woma, o ma birero re Biafra. Abote woma, matekwo magbe jirogene mayo. Thank you very much for the time. My name is Regent Fury. I'm a proud Isoko speaking Biafran, and I am proud of my nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our brother Reg and Fury. Your name says it all. Rage, we are all rage and fury with the situation that is going on in the terrorist state against our people that live in different regions of the Islamic State of Nigeria at the moment. Thank you so much for always being here. Thank you for that. We welcome everyone that's been here, come through the before the commencement of this program. And like guys, before I go ahead, I just wanted to read out what our brother Christopher Kenwa CBI put on our Jumbotron. He says, British Nigeria will tell you that you are leaders of tomorrow. Why they loot that tomorrow away and kill you today before you even get to that destination that you want to go to? And he says, Africa will rise and Biafra will not be left out. Of course not. We are very proud of the young, vibrant African leaders like at Simon Eba, which is our prime minister, and at Sho Ayaba, who have joined other African leaders to take their people out of neo-colonial slavery. That is exactly what is happening at the moment. And Biafra is leading the cause in this regard. We thank the Prime Minister. We thank everyone that is involved in this project. 2nd of December is sacrosanct. There's no going back. Thank you so much, Reg and Fury. And I welcome our brother Tegaman. Tegaman is here on our space again. Minister Otunwamwanya is here. And the host lots of other for our people. United States, I see you and your programs this morning. Thank you so much for collabo with our sister Toshi. That was a wonderful one. These criminal DOS people. Haganu Bambada, at the end of the day, all their shenanigans have failed because Biafra is here already. Thank you so much, my brother, and thanks everyone that's here. Please continue to share this space if you haven't done so, so that we can get a lot of our people in. As you guys know, please, we have to be concise with our time. It's 4 minutes at the moment so that we can have a lot of our people in and do the needful. Thank you so much. Agujebe, your 4 minutes start now, please. Go ahead. Agu, your mic is breaking up. Your mic is breaking up. Your mic is breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Okay, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, JD Wack. Thank you. My special greetings to all Biafrans.
Agu, you muted yourself. Agu Jebo, you muted yourself. Can you unmute, please? What's going on? Agu Jebo, you muted yourself again. Okay. In place. Lucky sir, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead, 4 minutes, please. I think Agu Jebo, I don't know what happened to him.
Thank you very much, Eddie Walker. God bless you. People are doing a very good job. And according to your topic of today. It's a very nice one. That is the reason why most of our people are in pains. And so thank Chukwokika Biama for our great men of valor who have really fought for us. Our MNK, who is still in the dungeon of the zoo. We still pray for him, continue to pray for him. We also thank our Prime Minister who came up to take the bull by the horn, even in spite of the nonsense that we are facing. He came boldly to challenge them. And it's not easy to challenge these people because it is a country that is, according to MNK said, Nigeria is overwhelmed. They have been emasculated by the Janjaweed. They have brainwashed them that even when they see the truth, they will not really support the truth. But Biafrans, we will always continue to speak the truth. This period, I'm battling with my health. I just love to come online and then reason with my people. I'm not that strong. I just want to make some point here. Philosophically, when you view the system of the zoo, they don't have structure. And the system where they practice plutocracy, autocracy, and gerontocracy. If you are into political science, you understand gerontocracy, where elders will hold the government ransom and there will be no speed. They can't make a decision for people to grow. And then when you go into plutocracy, you see a set of rich people who will be making laws and dictating by, letting the people to know what they need to know in their own view, not the people's view. They don't want people's opinion. They will just decide because of the money they have, and nobody will have a say. These gerontors, the elders, who don't care about what the young ones are facing. And a lot of people are really languishing because they are not smart to make decisions that will help the people, the growing populace. These are the challenges we are facing in the zoo. And then these old fools, according to what our brother was saying, Rage and Fury, that they keep recycling themselves. And then these graduates who are job seekers, they are there in perplexity, in expectancy, seeking for job no way, and a lot of them are dying of frustrations. And those people who are called civil servants, they don't even receive their gratuity and all that. So if we continue in this, everybody will go on, we just die. Now, and for me to conclude here now, if Biafra is achieved and as we're about to get in it, these same old fools supposed to be listed somewhere whereby if it is possible for us to build a prison for them, we build prison for them. Or if we don't have prison for them, these people need not to take any position again, so that the young ones will continue to make the place conducive for the rest and to plan for the unborn generation. Because these people, they've already looted what the children that are growing up supposed to take and live a good life. So we have come to change the narrative that these idiots must be listed somewhere, because by the time we achieve our freedom, they will still sneak out and come out. Maybe they might likely sell their property or make changes because of the foundation they've laid for themselves and the money they have, their influence. They may like to come out and begin to suppress people who just fought for the freedom. I will say that as you people who are in exile, because I'm talking from the homeland, we have something upstairs to offer to the government. I am not hungry for any position, but if the chance happened, we will be able to serve our people in honesty. I discovered that in the zoo, there is no honesty. They prefer somebody who is worthy, who have a way to be suppressing the rest people. So if Biafra comes, there's going to be a transparent government, and we're going to do a proper scrutiny and scrutinize these idiots and checkmate them very well, check if there's any old record we can check, and to know if they've taken any position in the past by subjugating the people. They don't know, they don't have to come out, or maybe some we may prefer them, those who are going to remain, we prefer them to go again and begin to use the same corrupt mentality to begin to ridicule the system. And we need to have, if thank God we are having a database system, we are going to checkmate these people. Those who have worked for this government in the homeland, in the de facto, and those in diaspora, they will come back home and use their intuition, use their clairvoyancy, use their whatever God-given gift that is in them, to use them, to have a proper managerian to rule the government of Biafra, because I will not sit down to watch these people come up again and be going into election or to form a party, the kind of nonsense party they formed in the zoo, and they will not come and form party again. They need that we've achieved our freedom. Yes, we are saying that we're going to force many of them into the freedom. Then after forcing them into the freedom, are we going to allow these people to continue and begin to carry, become an aspirant? I'm not saying that those in diaspora has to come home, so that we will do a proper, rearrangement, so that we know the saboteurs, know those who have brought pains to us, and then we move on. I think I'm just training this question for our man, J.D. Walker and David Nana, because PM is not here, to even put some highlights to what I'm saying now about these old fools. By listening, we have to list their names, and that the corrupt mentality, and their brain is already corrupt, and most of them who are aspiring to go into police, we are going to have a school for them. They do proper training, and whoever they want to serve, they go proper training for them, so that it will not look as if one is using money and influence to go into a position and begin to spoil the system. We need a new government and a new brain, new people that will serve and bring joy to those who are coming. I have a lot to say, but let me just calm. Let me close my mouth for now. God bless you. We are moving. Thank you very much, Bochuku and David Nana. J.D. Walker, God bless you. I love you all. We'll continue to bring out what we have to serve our people. And when we win them hands down, I believe God that our BLA and all our angels, they are in the field working and doing justice to those idiots. Thank you very much. I love you all.
Thank you, my brother Lucky Star, and thank you for the music that you've been composing on behalf of the government of Biafra and that of our Prime Minister. It all matters. Every single thing that every one of us can add to this liberation, it matters a lot. It's just like some of our people in diaspora that even if it's $1, it means a lot. If there's a $1 million and you take out $1 there, it's not up to $1 million anymore. So everything matters. Everything counts. Thank you so much, our brother. And like you were saying, the full data system in Biafra will push these people out. In fact, according to the Prime Minister, it will already automatically reduce up to 30% or even 25% of criminality in instance. That data system, it's what is having issues in the whole of Africa. Which country has it? Even the so-called South Africa that everyone thinks that because of Mohamed Ndosha there, that think they are all and all. Nothing. Biafra is going to champion everything. We are going back and they are going to learn from us. Scholars already are writing the history about our government and its activities at the end of the day. Even the politicians, maybe, I don't know when you started listening to most of the programs of our Prime Minister, politician, any one of them that have served in the zoo or aspiring, that contested and failed, will not have anything to do with politics in the new nation of Biafra, period. Those ones already that have known themselves, you cannot come and lie because the posters are there. People have the records of it. So here in Acho, new brain. We don't want someone when they finish from governor, they will go to senator, and then when it's finished, they will pass it on to their children, and then the children will pass it on to their children. These people will continue to recycle, like you said, and keep ruling our people. Here in the election, they are just there to give it to the next generation of their own people. That's all. For you to get a good paying job that is going to pay you 250,000 naira of today, you have to know somebody that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone. If not directly that you know. That is how it works in the zoo. There is no feature for anyone. Thank you so much, our brother Lucky Star, for bringing that up. Agujebe, you will have issues before.
JD,
Yeah,
David
please.
Nana, please. They will not be distant at the moment. Let's just have the hands, people on our mic, and then we'll come back to and make just write it down, please, so that we can. There's a lot of new people here. I just want to get them first. Just a little bit of time. Agujebe, go ahead. 4 minutes, please.
Yeah, please. Thank you, JD1. Thank you. You know, the Islamic Nigerian terrorist paid agents, they're at work, but they will fail. So thank you, every one of us that are here. Thank you, our governments. Thank you.
Anyway,
that is anyway,
Mute your mic.
I believe him on him way home does he amada tauma gonna win.
PM just anyway. Go ahead, Agujebe.
Yeah, PM does open our mouths, but it's what I say. Yeah. Please let me go ahead because of the time factor, and I know many hands are up. You know, thank you for bringing this up. First and foremost, many of us that are above 50 years upwards here should know and can testify how many industries we have in Biafra land before early 80s. Now, all of them have systematically shut down. Why? Because the government, the so-called government, don't want anything good. They have been lying on us. Biafrans, we came with ingenuity. We came with progressive tendencies, but they suppress us to an extent we cannot rise. And they thought they will rise by suppressing us. It's impossible. That is what they call law of karma. It must surely take its course. Nature, Islamic Nigerian terrorist governments have killed nature. For that reason, nature must take its place and pay them back according to what they have done. By saying the future, the tomorrow, Nigerian future tomorrow, that is total fallacy because there is none. All what we have now is what we call rulers. There's no longer leaders. From A to Z, all of them are rulers. That is why somebody that they selected as a governor or a senate cannot even utter a word. When he's seen his people are being subjugated, when he's seen his people are being maligned, when he's seen even anything that will bring development to his people are being denied, and he kept quiet. Why should we keep on calling such a people leaders? They are nothing but rulers, and they are working with the collaboration and with benefit of those who selected them at the first instant. All of them from A to Z have been selected, and they are dancing to the tune of those that selected them. Secondly, please, our government, this is the time. We have to keep on educating our people, the so-called those they call the politicians, by stopping going to Sokoto to bow down for that thing over there, because we have not seen where those who created Nigeria came to visit Nigeria and sat down on the floor. It's not done. It's an abomination for our title holders, those who call themselves, they call themselves leaders, to prostrate to foreigner, to prostrate, because the Fulanis they are not indigenous people. So them going there, our traditional rulers going there to prostrate for them is an abomination. It's against the oath which they have taken to represent the people. So for that reason, please, our government should come up with this and educate them and let that information sink bare to them, so that they will know that this time we have the government that are representing the people and the government that are speaking, and the people are following them. Thank you, please. I have taken much of your time. I have a lot to say, but the time factor will not permit me. I say, may your days be longer and great. I hit my mic.
Thank you so much, our brother Agujebe. Agujebe Jimma. I don't mind the Otumwa minister. Agujebe, what you go
Because JD work, please. I need someone to put me through, because I've been struggling to to register. And whenever I put everything about me, they say that it is not confirmed. I don't know why.
Of
Please. Because
between Aguja Osisi and Kenato, which is one.
Otu nwa moya happen Aguje egba akabuko kwene. Agu, go ahead.
yeah, because actually me register come for Finland convention.
All this, you know, DM for I walk it through. Just DM in, then I walk it through.
Okay, I will do that. I will do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our brother Agujebe and Agujebe Jimua. Can you meet him up, please? Thank you so much.
JD, I think he can also DM you, also DM, I think Christopher also.
Yeah. As well,
so that whoever
exactly.
Christopher can also help you. And
Maybe DM Christopher first, because Christopher
Christopher Kenwa can also help
Christopher Kenwa will sort it as well. Thank you so much for reminding me. Thank you, Gushuku. Thanks everyone here. Those that have come, Kama Israel and a lot of other people, Madweke and the rest of guys. Please, if you haven't done so, please share the space, Veteran Dragon 2, and everyone else that is here. You are all welcome to the program. Please continue to share this place. Let's get a lot of our people in so that everyone else can make their submission. In the terrorist set of Nigeria, Biafrans, future, Abanyugoye, Koko. Did you hear what Soludo said? Manu Agugo, it have dried up. The activities of the Biafra Defense Forces is yielding wonders. Since February to June, July, there has never been remittance of the Federation account from the NMPC. Ego Manu, the so-called people that were ruling in the name of Buhari have taken 2 years of undrilled oil's money, worth almost $3 billion. Tinubu is about to do the same because you know that Biafra is here. We are warning on behalf of the government of Biafra, those that are collecting or signing contract with the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria. You've been duped. You are not going to get any oil. After 2nd of December, you can go to the terrorist government that you have the contract with them, not with the Biafra government. You've been warned long time ago by the Prime Minister, Mazi Samaneba. Desist from any deal with Nigeria because you are being scammed. You are not going to have any oil to be drilled from Biafra territory after 2nd of December 2024. It's as simple as that. Your money is gone. Go to Tinubu, the drug dealer, and get your money back, or whomever that you sign contract with, not with the Biafra government. The oil is ours, the land is ours, and we control, we say what happens. Period. It's as simple as that. Thank you so much, my brother Agujeba, for that. Cyprian Ugochukwu, your 4 minutes start now, please, before we go to Tiger Man.
Yeah, my people, I salute everyone. JD Walker, I greet you. I hope I'm coming out, sir.
Go ahead, my brother.
All right. Greetings to everyone. Special greeting to our Oyendu. And special greeting to my Honorable Prime Minister. I salute her. Minister Otuamaya, I greet you. Special greeting to everyone. David Nana, I greet you. Gotugu, I greet you. All the ministers, Jaja God, I greet you. Lucky Star, I greet you. I salute everyone here. And thank you for this wonderful topic that you bring. My brother, it don't take where they don't kill leaders of tomorrow. In Nigeria, Bulgaria, there is nothing like leaders of tomorrow. I have noticed that I do not follow me notice every street where they for Bulgaria today, the hotel and suit na info for there. Now there the leaders of tomorrow will follow come out. There is nothing like leaders of tomorrow in Bulgaria, and they know it. The rulers, they know say there is nothing like leaders of tomorrow.
I beg you, no verse. My brother, when they speak, no verse. I say those hotel, all those hotel, now they abuse leaders of tomorrow, abuse them, kill them there, bastardize their future there. Nadia, thank you.
Nadia now, you see, Nadia now. I was able to walk around yesterday for Lagos. In fact, I nearly cried. When you go see a young person, you go there, engage talk with them, engage matter. There is nothing where they for they don't the rulers of this Zugeria, they don't so much that is damage the brain of the youth of the they can't even think of nothing but about only stealing, my brother, only stealing. You send a youth message today, he's thinking of waiting in go get first. He's thinking of how he go that message, get something from inside. If not, he know they go that message again. You see, so they don't. In fact, some time ago, I was discussing with a friend. He want enter Zungeria police. You know, they enter the police for saying he can't do police work. Oh. He never finish for college. Oh. In mind, don't they tell and say na for road they go post them. If they no post them for road, they no go do anything. Imagine that is the mentality. Now just stealing, nothing more, nothing more. So there is nothing like leaders of tomorrow for Zungeria, and it is only Biafran government in exile. Now then that is if you enter all the youth, if you enter that one, now there una go think of leaders of tomorrow. That is where look at our prime minister, look at our Onyendu, see how vibrant they are. And here they still they praise their ancestors for Zungeria. They praise their ancestors. The funny thing be say, the youth self, they go still see these rulers where they kill them. Now there they go still go they salute them. They agree. The person where you see now in the tech waiting belong to you, they chop. You go still they go there, they salute them. Just like this Asari Tokumbo. Asari Tokumbo now, look at in Belesef, one boss. Yet I see one recruit some people. Okay, person where they recruit now, you know if you stand up for cheer, he dey for cheer. And you there, they say, hey, yes sir. Mad people everywhere. So my brothers, the leaders of tomorrow, the rulers of Nigeria has brainwashed them, has killed them. The youth of Nigeria is not thinking any other thing than to steal. That is the truth of the matter. So nothing like that there for Zungeria again. I salute you now, I greet you now for all the work we they do. May God, may Chukwuka Abiyama continue to bless you all. I agree to that. Even this one I can't remember now. I said he get one street when I go for Lagos. The church where they there don't buy the whole factories where they for that street alone. The whole factories where they for that street alone. The church where they there don't buy and finish. Put in church. Nothing like manufacturing company where they do. Nothing like tell me how the leaders of tomorrow go come out from that place. The leaders of tomorrow cannot come out of that place. Even here, as he be so now, if you try to even change the narrative for Nigeria here, the next thing we say, make them find and make them kill him. Make them find and make them kill him. That is their plan. So everybody, nobody now is only bridge can bring out leaders of tomorrow. I agree to now. I salute you now. Thank you for everyone. Thank you for giving me the mic.
Thank you so much, our brother Cyprian Ugochukwu. Thank you so much for your submission. And the leaders of tomorrow, like you said, is dead. It's dead on arrival. There's nothing like that. Mind there that my brother. I will not know so that be careful. Thank you so much. Because the government of Biafra is here.
I really bow. That dog didn't give single chance till he finished. He was backing
till he finished his submission. No, it's smart. I thought saying only me they hear him.
The dog himself the best.
Not be smarting. Everyone that agitated, Mankita, Mamado, everyone that agitated, not be smarting. Thank you so much, our brother Cyprian Legochugo. Our own brother Take German, my brother. The floor is yours. 4 minutes, please. Make it concise. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, GD Walker, thank you so much for this opportunity given to me this afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody in the house. Our dear brother David Nana, Ugochukwu Biafra, Minister Otumamaya, Agujegbe. Please, I stand in existing protocols. I greet each and every one of you. And I also thank you for making out your time to come out here in mass to listen to our broadcast on every day, on a daily basis. I really appreciate your efforts. It's not easy. It's not easy. And this is the only way we will conquer the media propaganda that they have waged against Biafrans in the internet. So the topic today is very, simple to understand. All right. And before I conclude, or before I run into conclusion, I want to chip into something that Lucky Star, one of our own, I heard exactly what he said, and to be frank with you, what he said touched me. He touched me so much. He made reference that we will not be loving Biafrans like this. We will not be loving our country. And by the time freedom comes, the Janjaweed trained criminals will come and start overrunning our country again. He said that. He said that the government should start making some plans, to be able to secure our people from this maroon. So, but my brother Lucky Star, I want to assure you that the government have already have something like that in place. There is no hiding place for criminals. I can assure you that if you've ever participated in Nigerian politics, it's not like you are not going to participate in Biafran politics. You are going to be persecuted. I'm telling you, we will never. I myself, I am not going to be a politician. I am going to be a civil rights activist because I'm not going to let Biafran government rest until justice is done to millions of Biafrans who have died in the cause of this freedom, right? And you are talking about them contesting. No, far be it to Biafrans. We are talking about persecuting and executing some of them, putting some of them in prison, push them to hard labor so that they can work for the government while they are inside the prison. We are going to adopt some kind of Singaporean system of governance, and we're also going to adopt Chinese system of governance that there's going to be point grade to every citizen. I'm telling you, because we are going to disturb the government. We are going to make sure that the government should do the right thing, because there is no justice without dealing with these people. I'm telling you, these guys are dangerously wicked. They are very, very wicked, man. Be it from councillor, local government chairman, state house of assembly, state speaker, vice deputy governor, uh, governor, senators, speakers, and house of reps, and all of them from A to Z. If you've ever contested to any position, and you happen to fail, and you have ever dreamt of becoming a Nigerian politician, you are going to jail. I am telling you, you will never stay alive to see Biafra. You will never enjoy Biafra. We lost our people, and as I'm talking to you, there are men in the bush who are still dying, and they are dying. Why? Because these people, you think that tomorrow they will come to contest. These people are the cause of their death. Imagine during voting, I traveled to my place in Enugu. I was going, I went with one of my boys when I was in the zoo. It was last year. So one of my boy accompanied me to go and help our people to vote. All right. On getting to Enugu, lo and behold, my own uncle, simply because he has been a local government chairman, and Peter Mba is probably promising him something. I don't know. My uncle called police on me. Somebody who supposedly should be my father, after my late father, called police on me. They arrested me. When I got there, the DPO said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you." Blah blah blah. And I spent over 50,000 naira sharing money to Nigerian police, and they released me. So this guy is very angry about Biafra. He was inside police station cursing our leader Mazen Amdekano. Cursing. I'm not talking about anybody's family. I'm talking because this nonsense will start from my own family. I know everybody. I know the enemies of Biafra in my family. I know the enemies of Biafra in my community. And I'm going to give them up when Biafra comes. I will say these people are not permitted to live with Biafrans. They contributed to the killing of Biafrans. Please, government of Biafra, I have evidence to this. And I will tender this evidence to the court. I am going, if government refuses to do something, I'll take government to court and we'll go to court. And by the time we drag it, government will agree with me that they are not qualified to be Biafran citizens. I want to take you back to Singapore, which is a place I live. I have lived in this country for, should I say, for almost half a decade. This is one of the countries I love so much. I don't like them because, in a way, I don't like them because you can't make money here. You can't make money and take the money out of Singapore. Go and investigate this thing, I'm telling you. But I like them because they love their country. All right. Singapore fought war with Malaysia. It was a very serious war, very serious. And after their liberation, Singapore sat down to do reevaluation, reorientation. They will say, well, I know you are my elder brother. I know you are my younger brother. But you are not qualified to become a Singaporean. That's just the truth. And I have evidence. You did this during the war against Malaysia. You did this during the war against Indonesia. And I know how people died just because of you. I will not keep quiet because the spirit of these people who have died will fight me. For this reason, government, I'm calling on you to arrest my brother. This is exactly what happened in Singapore. And today, this country is one of the, I'm telling you, one of the best countries in the world. Everything is systematically built. There is no single Singaporean that is suffering. No job. I'm talking about if you enter Singapore today, you get job today if you want to work. In fact, you can't stay in Singapore without working because everything is almost controlled by the government. Even the housing, because you need to work to pay your house rent. You need to work to eat. So, my dear brothers, let me also take you back before I submit. I know a lot of people are waiting. Let me tell you something. Genuine Biafrans, I want to tell you that when Biafra comes, Biafran police will be in charge. Biafran government, will be in charge. And when the governments are done recruiting soldiers, when I mean soldiers, I mean Army, Navy, and Air Force. When they are done recruiting immigration, which is where I want to work before I will retire as a lecturer. I want to work as immigration to deal with these saboteurs because I am documenting them on Twitter. Every other person will bring their own documentation. Undeniable fact that this is you created this fake account in the name of dealing with our people. I am busy documenting them, and I am going to plead with the government to please give me this opportunity, even if it's 2 years to work as an immigration officer. They need to go down. These people does not deserve to, enjoy Biafra. And when they are done, recruiting immigration, when they are done recruiting police, when they are done recruiting, agencies and parastatals in the government, Biafran youth is over. We'll have few youths who will become inventors, who will become scientists, who will become, businessmen. I am telling you, banking job, the people from Sierra Leone, the people from, Ghana, they will come and do those menial jobs. Biafrans, I am telling you the kind of country we are going to build. So don't be afraid. And I believe in this government. I believe that Mazi Simon Ekpa is a man of justice. He's going to do justice when the time comes. That is why we need to support this government with everything we've got. Even if it's $5, please make sure it gets to the government because we are very close to this time around that when we draw the line, there is no more going back. It's either we die or we live to see Biafra. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, JD Walker.
Thank you so much, our brother Tegaman, for that wonderful submission. My brother, the saboteurs already, just like you said, in your own family as well. That's to tell you how bad this is deep-rooted. These are part of the people that have something to do with the terrorist state, either one way or the other. Because if a 100% Biafran person that understand, although sometimes they can't portion the 100% blame to them, because you know how the zoo indoctrinated our people for a very long time. It's not an easy something. This started a very long time ago. I was telling some of our people the story of someone that I was working with, a Chinese person. During the time the Hong Kong was having that protest, that because of the law that the mainland China wanted to enact, so that if you commit anything in Hong Kong, you'll be extradited to China to face the penalty, and they know what's coming. So they were doing a protest for almost more than 6 months non-stop before this COVID hit. And I was telling the guy, because this man is 40 something or so, but all his life he's been told lie, and their enemy is west. I told him that don't worry, like most of all this thing that's going on is not American that's sponsoring, they're not the hand is. This man stopped talking to me for a while. This was my good friend, the Chinese guy. So this thing that our people are facing today, it did not happen in 1 week or 1 month or 1 year. It's been for a very long time. They have turned our people brain into zombie. It will only going to take that coming of Biafra from 2nd of December 2024 and everything will go out of their eye just that date. That announcement alone, like our Prime Minister have been saying. Thank you so much, our brother, and I hope you help our government. Our app is coming up, and you promise you're going to liaise with our government so that because I'm very, very good in this tech of a thing, so that you can write algorithm for on our app. Very, very important, my brother. If the government accept that, please help us and do it. Because actually, me here to the standard. Go ahead.
Before you continue, sir, my brother tell guy, I beg not give them this kind of information so that they don't go commit suicide. Some family members better keep it in your mind because I believe that each and every one of us want a genuine country that other people will take example from. Everywhere need to be clean. So that some of them will not get this kind of information. That each and every one of us, as long as a genuine Biafra into this liberation, you should have this in your mind that you must fish out everyone from your community who have one way or the other, has the blood of our people, one way or the other being committed for the death of our people. But I believe that such a thing, idea, it should be not even say it because we all know the right thing to do. And the right thing, he just said it now. But on air, I think it's not advisable to even letting them know because some of them may have committed one thing that maybe the government could have one way or the other keep them alive. Some of them may even start doing something that is inappropriate right now. That is my own opinion. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, our co-host Ugochukwu Biafra. Thank you, sir, for that a quick one. Radiant Black. Radiant Black, if you're there, please unmute your mic. You've got 4 minutes, please, to make a submission. Thank you for being here. Radiant Black.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me.
Go ahead, my brother.
Okay, thank you very much. I greet you, the host and the co-host as well. I also greet the speakers in the house, also the listeners as well. My submission goes to the leaders of tomorrow, in Nigeria. As far as Nigeria is concerned, I don't think there's a leader of tomorrow. There's no leader. Nigeria is a dream killer, is also a future killer, and thereabout. I could remember in 1997 when I was still a child. I know how talented I was. I was being able to invent something that blew some people's mind as of that tender age. When you come to electricity, I do wire house in my dad's house. Even as of that age, like I could not believe that it was me that was doing that kind of a thing. Not only that, when you talk about telecommunication, as of that time, we are still using all this telephone that has wire. You have to call your neighbor from the other side before, it was not wireless as of then. But I could do one or two. Even my friends could hear me from a distance. So all those things. I was growing up and there was no backup. There was no, courage, like there was no support. Not until I grown up to a full old man, and I know that there was no future in Nigeria. As it is, there's no leader of tomorrow in Nigeria. Assuming it was a well-developed country, people that values good thing, maybe by now I would have been one of the, phone inventors. But all those dreams just die off because I grew up to a deadly country that is dead. Everything systematically, both like everything is dead in this country, and there's no future. So we hope.
My brother, have you finished, Radiant Black? Black, have you finished? Or maybe you lost your mic or something. Okay, I think he lost his mic. We'll get back to him in a minute. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank.
hear me now.
Red and Black, we can't hear.
Can you hear me?
We couldn't hear you for a while.
Can you hear
Go
me
ahead now. We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Now? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Maybe it was a network problem. So what I was saying is that Nigeria has no future for us. Only Biafra has the future for the born and unborn children, because I've already witnessed, like, Nigeria has happened to me, not only me, both my family, you know, people who are very talented in everything, you know, all of a sudden, based on the system of Nigeria, all those things now, you know, die off. The phone we are using today, I mean, the device we are using today, the computer we are using today, you can agree with me that is a little boy from maybe from China or from any part of the civilized country that invented this, all these things, something we could have done for ourselves back here. But based on there's no future in Nigeria, there's no, you know, there's no guarantee of our future in short. So everything is on a dead track. So I would say that there is no future in Nigeria. We should all support this Biafra. So therefore, our children, you know, will be one of the best in the world. We're already in the best in the world today, based on our talented, our knowledge, our wisdom, you know, and all that. So I would not like to, you know, waste more time on this space, so therefore other people can carry on with it, you know. So I'm saying that Biafra is our hope. That is the only hope we have today. Nigeria does not have anything for us. You know, check a country whereby, you know, every 5 minutes they will take light, 3 minutes they will bring it back. And I was asking, where are they taking this light to? Why are they taking light to? Why are they taking this light? So all these things are the Fulani policy, just to keep us in dark, while other nations are going far and
Red and Black is said to be having a network issue, just like what you are trying to emphasize. The zoo is not a place to be at all. Even when you go to the NEPA office, they are actually using generator to power their office. That's to tell you, it tells you all you need to know about the terrorist state. In their own office, NEPA office, they don't have light. They use generator. And there was one that happened in Oshodi also. Someone, because he has problem with the police on the road, and he know the police station, and then he went there and they stole the generator. And the police people know who stole the generator. And they chased this guy the next day, and he escaped, and then they went and grabbed his mother that frying akara. Yeah? He stole the generator and destroyed. He didn't even sell it. He destroyed because he know that if he sell it, he's going to get it. He burned the generator. Police generator. That is the kind of place that when someone, meet your mind, please, rather than Black, place. Well, that's when someone from the government or the prime minister or the government of Biafra is telling people, this is what you need to do. A lot of dreams of our people have died in the terrorist state of Nigeria. A lot. Not just you. A lot of people. They will be waiting for you. Go and finish out your study and come back. Are you even going to get the job? No, you're not even going to get the job, let alone. You are even talking about NEPA. Nigeria is not a place to be. Biafra is going to put an end to all this shenanigan, nonsense, and what have you. Our people will live the life. That is, if you grow to even that 18, keep growing. That is Nigeria for you. Thank you, my brother, so much. I know that maybe you have issue with it, but already your time was up anyway before then. You can still come back later on because we have a lot of hands up so that we can get a lot of people in. Guys, please, if you haven't done so, continue to share this place. Let's get a lot of our people in. Our own sister, Mouthpiece Nokweba. Mouthpiece, thank you for being here. Shimo, Korosa, Williams, and the rest of the people that have come here after the start of the program, please. Guys, if you haven't done so, continue to share this space so we can get a lot of our people in. I don't even know who was first either. Abuchi. Let's go to Abuchi Kamara. Abuchi Kamara, in the island. Abuchi Kamara, the mic is yours, please, 4 minutes. Go ahead. Before we go to Ben Shoes.
Thank you, JD Workers. And thank you, all the ministers on board. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, we can hear you, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much, all of you that are participating in this space. May Chukwuka Abiyama continue to be with every one of you. Every effort, every thing you are putting into this our victory country, may God, may the Chukwuka Abiyama keep on blessing you abundantly. And don't forget, we need money. After all these things, we are saying the only fuel we can put into this thing is to add money into it so that it will go far away. Every effort you put here with little, or the money you put there will catapult it to a higher place. May God bless you. Chukwuka Abiyama give you abundant measure. So, like the topic said, if we have leaders of tomorrow in that zoo country, there is nothing like leaders of tomorrow. Those that are very close to the grave are the leaders forever. If they finish, they will leave it for their own children, their unborn children, to take over. So for you, who is going to school and doing everything to become leader of tomorrow, they have already taken your your tomorrow leadership. So they have shared it among themselves. And even if it didn't get to their children, if they have no children to give the leader, they can borrow people from Fulani land and make them leaders for tomorrow. But for us, those who are still hoping to get to be leaders tomorrow, there's no hope for you. One of my brother-in-law who is going to college, college in Ebonyi, they are not having lecture. They are not giving them any lecture in the college, but they will organize exam, and all the lecturers are making sure that no students pass their exam, because maybe they didn't buy handout or they didn't agree with what they are saying. So for that, they will mark you. Once a lecturer mark you, your own is over. You can stay for that school for 10 years. They don't care. So these are the place where the leaders are being trained. But for them, there is nothing like being leader tomorrow, because they can't see it coming, and it won't come because somebody is there, their leader already. So when we are talking about leaders of tomorrow, and maybe you are still waiting for your turn to be leader tomorrow, when you get to your grave, you will now know that there is nothing like you becoming leader of tomorrow. Those who are going to be leaders of tomorrow have been selected among those politicians that are there already. So for you that is hoping to be a leader for tomorrow, forget about it. Biafra is the only hope you have. It is only Biafra that can give you your mouth. We give you what to say. Look at over 50 million people and more are still voting, telling you that everybody is tired of being a one Nigeria. So today we are going. So for you that is still waiting for your turn, those who are before you have taken your place, and even taking your children's place, and taking your children's place. So forget about anything leader of tomorrow. Concentrate in your Biafra, and let us get Biafra so that your dream can come true. Look at it. Nigeria has about 4 or 5 refineries. Which of them are working? Over 64 years, Nigeria become independence country. They have no single innovation. All the dreams young people have, they kill it, they destroy it, they make sure that it doesn't exist. Is that where you're going to become a leader of tomorrow? The only thing that is surfacing is church. Church is the only thing that is making money, and that is where their factories, where their industry is laid in the church. So that is why we must get a country that you can be a leader of tomorrow, and that is Biafra. Biafra is a country that love us, love our dream, love what we are doing. Look at the little money we are contributing is what our government is using to do these marvelous things, feeding our soldiers, making sure that Nigeria is not oppressing us. That is where you get leader tomorrow. And that is where you will have dream tomorrow. And that is where you become that which you want to be tomorrow. So please, this is the time for us to make sure that our country, Biafra, is just 2nd of December. We will enter. And everything that we have, your dream will surface. All industry will come up. And you will see that a country represents you in everywhere. Thank you very much for participating in this space. And I wish all of you who continue to contribute towards our country, who are trusting our leaders, our prime minister, to be part of this. I pray that you continue to increase in every size. Thank you very much. May Chukwu Okiabiama continue to reward all of you. I'm still around. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ise, my brother. Thank you, Abushi Kamara, and thank you for what our people there in Ireland is doing on behalf of the government of Biafra and our people. Thank you so much. We will continue to support the government of Biafra in everything, in all ramifications. It does not matter what. Like our brother Tegama was saying, even if it's $5, we understand that which takeaway are we even eating that is even $5, if not this stupid mark and all that in any agreeing we see. $5 that every one of us cannot be able to afford. Please let us channel it there. You think it's small? It is not. It is not. I'm being honest, it is not. And for your information, Agujebo, our brother is going to take care of your worries. Our CBI, Christopher Okenwa, I just discussed with him, so he's going to just send him whatever the issue is, and he's going to take care of it. And because Christopher Okenwa is always here to do such. So money that one. Thank you so much, and I recognize those that have come since the start of the program. I've seen our sister, Wari sister, was here. Thank you, Wari sister is here. And a lot of our people, please, if you haven't done so, continue to share our space so that we can get a lot of our people in to make the submission. Just like what our brother Kamara, Abushi Kamara was saying. Just fuel, ordinary fuel. This is a so-called entity that have a lot of oil refinery that, like our brother was saying, almost 1,200, 1,300. It depends. All depends. But in the official price, they will tell you it's 800 and something naira per liter. An increase of 177% in the price of diesel. Just 1 month. An overall 1.9% increase in these prices. So is Nigeria going forward or backward? You can do the mathematics. You don't have to be a genius to get this one right. Talking about, your brother was talking about people that they're not giving the lecture and what have you. As academics, staff union of university, also, in the last 23 years, they have striked 16 times. 16 in the last 23 years. And do you know the minimum of the time that they spend in each of the strike? 5 months. The highest they have gone is 8 months, which of the one they call off in October of that year. 5 months. Times here, 5 months on each year of these 23 years. 16 times they have strike. Just times it. How many sessions is the university in Nigeria? 2 semesters. If you can strike 5 months in 1 year, how many email? When are you going to have the time to finish your study, your course, and all that? These are the future of tomorrow that they're trying to tell you that they are one Nigeria, isn't it? How is that even possible? Nigeria is doomed for failure. A house that is built under 40 foundation will never last. It will never stand. And that is exactly where Nigeria is. Biafra is here to put the differences. And you can see it already. The government of Biafra, do you even know what it is? If you have anything in your belief that you can be able to do, come and tell our government. And the government will resurrect that something. This is the government that is working. Forget about all these shenanigans and nonsense people. Bring it up. Tell the government of Biafra, they will investigate. All we been our prime minister have said, nice. No, not that one. Reality. Come and face the reality. Bring it to the table. I didn't even know. Our brother, Mr. Snow, no, yeah, BLT tax. Isn't it that wonderful? Today is doing. Do you? Our prime minister does not mean that everything here he owns it. He never said that. This is the government that truly cares. You will see the leaders of tomorrow in instant. Everyone is carried along, both men and women. That's to tell you that the prime minister is doing it for the interest of the Biafra people. Unlike this terrorist state of Nigeria, we will never have that anymore. Thank you so much, our brother Abuchi Kamara. We'll go to Ben Chus and then Brian Williams and then on with Rika Enyegodi because Kama is really last time we miss with art. Ben Chus, book over 4 minutes so that we can let the mic go around. Thank you, our sister, for coming on the mic. Go ahead, Ben Chus.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mazi JD. I'm using my second account. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, our honorable ministers in the House, everyone, men and the women. As we gathered again here today to evangelize and discuss about our stories, there is no other time rather than this time, rather than now or never. We don't have any other time to talk about our stories. It is now. You see, there was this position I did 2 days ago, yesterday. I with the tech guy. You know, when we talk about those putting Nigeria into the state of front and back, I made mention of someone who brought who made the Nigeria to be fully Islamization. Is Babangida. And today, I think today, our prime minister showed a post about a man who is talking about the reality and what Sambisa Forest. If you go to our prime minister page today, everyone will see it. He made that a revelation again. Someone who they captured the Boko Haram. That there is a wall built by Babangida. You know, many people have just forgotten this evil man is somewhere relaxing for all the evil they have done, and millions of people is suffering under it. And many people didn't want to change. I want to just remind, or like what Mazi Agujebe, there's something he said, we should be advising our people not to go to North or Sokoto to go and take allegiance. Listen, we advise nobody. We don't advise anybody. Let those that went there already, let people who have never gone to see those who has gone. Somebody like Ojo Zokalo and Wike, all of them that went there to take that sheet blanket they gave to them. What is their fate today? This is a question we should be asking ourselves. You know, Amazing Nandikan said there's a way, there's a time, or you put yourself into a darkness. Just make simple experiment. Put yourself into one house, lock all the doors, close everywhere, stay in the darkness. There is a moment of time you be in darkness, then you start seeing, then you yourself will see someone who is not in the darkness. The condition of that country has made the people to be in the darkness for so long. But the question there is, as they're staying in that darkness, how did you use your own darkness? Is it to see vision, or is it to see good, or is it to see what is coming for you? Like before God and man, you see our leader, you see where he is now, he sees more than everyone. He is not in the public. He sees, nobody sees him, but he sees more than everyone because he is in the darkness, and there's a light inside him that he sees everyone. So what am I trying to say, Biafrans? The condition that zoological animal republic has put to us has given us that incentive and that memory and that vision to see what is coming before us. Then it's up to us now to say, what can we do so that that rain, that storm, we will not fall into that storm. As we have chosen that very correct way now, that very knowledgeable way we are following, that will be very soon come to reality. Please, let us increase our temperature, our tempo to do what we want to do, to make it a reality. I don't want to say so much now. Because there's a lot of people on the queue for them to make their submission. But please, Biafrans, let the darkness that we have found ourselves for so long time, let us see how we can make use of that darkness so that we can turn it to be a vision for us to see what is for coming tomorrow. I thank you so much, Mazi JD, for giving me this little time to drop my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Benchux, and thank you for the wonderful work that our people there in the UK family. I keep saying this all the time. Kama, Israel, and the rest of the guys, the things that you guys are doing, that is, and I know Daya, the zoo, and I know Daya, it's not an easy thing every single week. Boom, 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 boom. It's not an easy thing, my brother. Thank you so much. We would have liked to go to Brian William, but if you can give us a great indulgence, please, let's get our sister mouthpiece. At the end of the day, please, Brian Williams, can you add you to go there, mouthpiece, 4 minutes? Maybe she's about to go to work or so. Mouthpiece. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, my brother. Mouthpiece, Ngwana, we're there 4 minutes.
Thank you, my wonderful brother Brian, for allowing me to take your spot. Ndewo, my people. JD Wakri, also someone at Bogia. You know, no other person has that right to call JD any other.
Go ahead.
JD Wakri, my wonderful brother. My hand day up. Hi. Okay. Nwunye di m, ndewo Ugochukwu. David Nana, ndewo my brother. All my wonderful brothers and sisters. Kama is real. In fact, I wanted to thank you specially. Most of you, my wonderful brothers and sisters. Lucky Star, I see you. I love you. See, Kama is real. Kama ga-ejide ndị ọwụna. Ọkwa ndị ọwụna na-eme Biafrans anyị anọrọ na space na-ekwu ekwu. Anyway, please, I want to thank each and every one of you. Kama Israel, Agujegbe, but every time I keep asking, is this Agujegbe the one that attacked me? Because I want to get that Agujegbe. Because I told me didn't attack that attacked me. So let me greet
Biko, mouthpiece, Biko, do you want me to come in? Something to interject you.
Biko Agujegbe,
Hold
Okay.
on, mouthpiece, because Imana Kayara Ibu get too much
Okay.
now. You know, Madu time. Remember? Go ahead.
Can talk. Yeah. So please, 4 minutes I have. Okay. Unless I have finished my 4 minutes. All right. But please, I want to thank every one of you, most especially our ministers, all the government of Biafra, those of you that are working, that is sleepless nights every time trying to, make sure that Biafra comes. Please, I greet you. Most especially our leader Mazen Namdi Kanu and our Prime Minister Mbedike One of Biafra land. I thank you guys for what you're doing. You are shaking the roots, the thing that is holding that evil entity called Nigeria, shaking it. Now, I think Ben Chooks, our brother, took the words out from my mouth because that was exactly what I wanted to come and talk about. When I picked the mic about this evil genius, evil genius, and Babangida, evil man. I've met this man, I've met this man. That is Mwenka what imagofu what chala chala what so I get
Mbeka pina pina kabo.
it. 12, 13 years old. That's when I met this. 12, 13 years old. That's when I met this man. That's when I met this man in Niger State. Because an uncle of mine, I went on holiday and he took me to Ebehan Emehe. I met this man. Evil genius. If you're not Miriam, and if these people, oh my God, you can never, I never ever thought that this man will be the type that will do this kind of thing to. Okay, I agree. The Fulanese we are not the same. They are not indigenous. But does it mean that Fulanese are not living in Nigeria? That this same evil genius will come? They call him, evil genius in a way, yeah. Because for him to wear mask, will cheer all the stupid, gullible politicians, will cheer hanya, where they wall out Sambiza forest for them to use in attacking the indigenous people. If not that this man came out again, because we've been hearing stories, but we've not really heard it the way this man spoke about it, that our prime minister posted on his page. We have, okay, JD, all right, let me yield the mic for somebody else, then I can come back again. Thank you. I can see your hand.
Exactly, my sister. Thank you so much for recognizing that. You can always come back, of course. But I'm an EJ Haruna safe. Anyway, thank you so much for your submission.
I still have like 30 minutes here.
Okay. Then I will get you back before you go to work. Just let me know then before you go. Thank you so much, because this so-called evil genius or whatever was nicknamed Maradona. He wasn't nicknamed. He wasn't called Maradona because he's a soccer player, but because of the way he does his conny aburo style something. This is what he's been doing, and he led some of criminals in Biafra land to get very, very rich. He is the one, this Babangida was the one that brought up this drug law today, the so-called this current president of the terrorist state of Nigeria. Babangida was the one that brought him up. He was the one that they used to push the hard drugs to Europe and US and all that. It was Tinubu. They used him, the military officers. Most of the senior military officers used Tinubu. He was the errand boy. And today, that serpent have come to be the head of the terrorist state. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, our sister, because there's still a lot of hands up. Brian Williams, Booker, we're 4 minutes before we go to our sister. If Kama is going to allow that, and then we'll come to Kama and executive. Brian Williams, 4 minutes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, David, JD. Thank you, every one of you here present, and those that have spoken, the listeners, and those that are here to talk. I thank every ministers for protocols duly observed. Sorry, I cannot share the space. I am on temporary suspension from the X. I can't comment, I can't share, I can't do anything. All the pressing like, and I can't post. All the same, shall we understand what we're in there? Leaders of tomorrow, that's the topic. And the question is, the zoo, can we ever be leaders of tomorrow? It's quite unfortunate that we're no longer in zoo, but we're here to talk about the experience that we have passed through for several years in life, being in that contraction called zoo. That is a cemetery, a place where dreams have been killed, a place where dreams have been buried, a place of hopeless, a place where there is no future. Because a country that has future for the kids, a country that where the youth have future, is where the futures can be nurtured. But in zoo, the members, the future of the youth was never nurtured because they don't believe in them. A country that is working perfectly well sees the reliable in their youth, and what do? They made them capable in those aspects they saw. But in zoo, they never rely in them. All the things they saw embedded on them, they kill it. This is a country that sees embezzlement as an entertainment, and they never stop. And that is why you can see somebody of 80 years, 90 years, something years, somebody that is even suffering from Parkinson's disease, somebody that all the body is shaking, peeing, bedwetting, sees politics as his or her birthright, as his father's birthright. And that is why they will never leave that arena until their grave. What they do is to gather for the 7th generation, and there is no law to question them. Because why? There is no democracy in Nigeria. What we have in Nigeria is what the system of regime we call hybrid. Hybrid is a system of governance or regime that is between democracy and autocratic, but authoritative. So Nigeria never grew to democracy. There is no rule of law. So that is what is happening over there. And that is why there is no youth that can thrive in that system. There is no future, and there will never be a leader that will spring up as a youth. Not even in tomorrow, not even in 200th century to come. This is the place where dreams are killed, shattered, murdered. That is why the president will stand before the world community to let them know that the youth are the lazy. Who does that? This is because they don't believe in their youth. They saw them as past. They saw them as garbage, not as a commodity, not something to enhance on, not something to believe in. And that is why the country never thrives. They never move forward. But here comes our future, our new country, the Biafra, where youth will be embraced, intended, natural born gift will be embraced, enhanced, supported, pushed. You will be, as an avenue will be given to you to thrive. The environment will be friendly for you to thrive. Support, government will be there to support you to thrive because they know you're going to be the leader of tomorrow. Not where politics is seen as the order of the day for somebody to make money. Biafra is going to be a place of full democracy where everyone has right of mouth to the law, rule of law, and everything comes to the table. Where medias can talk, free speech, free media, for everything free. You have a freedom, total freedom, that we are not going to practice flawed democracy. Neither are we going to practice hybrid democracy. Neither are we going to practice authoritative democracy. No, we are going to practice full democracy as a regime. And so that is where the leaders of tomorrow will walk, but not in the zoo. Not at all, not today, not tomorrow, not forever. So citizens of Biafra, Nigeria can never be a leaders of tomorrow, and they can never be seen there. The leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria today are seen, the smoking everywhere, smoking urumiri, because their hope has been shattered. They are smoking everything smokable because their hope has been shattered. Everything they have laid on that's supposed to make a headway has been shattered. When they find out that you are making a headway, they destroy it because they reject innovation. Soon life is there because of who they are. These people can never allow you to try. I will stop there because of the time factor. But one thing is for sure, as long as there is youth, as long as there is tomorrow, as long as there is future for our avenue for them to thrive, their place can be only be made possible and available in no other place but Biafra land. So all you youth from early 18 whatever upward, Biafra land is the only place you can thrive. Not the youth of the zoo. We are 70 years old man will come and claim to be a youth. 60 years old man will come and be claiming a youth. We have Minister of Youth Affairs, and the man will be 70 years old. Minister of Sports or something, the person will be 80 years old. That can never be happen. That can never happen in Biafra land. Thank you, all.
Thank you so much, our brother Brian Williams, for that wonderful submission. That will never happen in Biafra Nation. It's not going to happen. Just like what you said, just 2 or 3 days ago, court grant 100 million naira bail to 10 bad government protesters in Abuja. Court grant them bail of 10 million each. They have to pay 100 million naira for their bail.
Because it's a country that is not full democratic nation. They are hybrid. And once a country is hybrid, they're in between democracy, authoritative and democracy. So anything that will make you to have mouth, to come and speak, they will destroy it. The court is no longer the hope of common man. As in the court itself is no longer the hope of a common man because the executive controls it. It's being bought.
Exactly.
That is where they kill it. Those people they cage, they charge 10 million for bail, and youths that want to they protested. And why at the same time they were telling them they are leaders of tomorrow, go and protest, go into parliament and contest. It's not possible.
Exactly. Thank you so much, my brother. The issue there is that if these people have had 10 million naira, are they even going to go for protest of end the burden? You know the way zoo works. Such person that have such amount of money, are they going to risk their life and go and stand on the street and say end burden? But look at the photo of those people. Even just Google it. Look at the photo of those people that they are charging 10 million each. They 500,000 self, let alone. This is to tell you, this is the kind of future make people begin to see. Now the future where they harness for their own so-called one Nigerian people. By the way, when they were doing this shenanigan, the government already know. They warned them, although our people did not take part. But some of people that from Biafra territory. But at the end of the day, all those shenanigans, their 15-point agenda, and what have you. Did even the terrorist government even do one? The 70,000 naira basic wages that they went and signed into a day before the protest started was just for something. They're not even going to pay it already. They started saying it already. Nigeria is a scam. And only Biafra will bring remedy to all this nonsense. Thank you so much, our brother Brian Williams. Please, with the indulgent executive, let's go to our sister Stella because she's been having challenges with her network and all that. Stella, if you're there, please, 4 minutes. Thank you for being here.
Hello, can you hear me? Because they wouldn't even allow me to open this mic.
Go ahead.
Can you
We can
hear
hear
me?
you. We can hear you clearly.
So good afternoon, everyone. Jide, I salute you. Gochuku, David, Fat, salute everyone. Brian, I salute you so that I don't, my 4 minutes before it elapses. What brought me up was about the IBB. See, when since I was born, I started hearing about IBB, Buhari, Shagari, and I became, I'm talking about the leaders of tomorrow now. And when I was small, I really believe in that leaders of tomorrow. I'm telling you, I really believed it. You want to, in fact, particularly my family, we want to perfect everything, do everything we're supposed to do, take your vaccines, study very well, all this. Oh my God. So it has been a brainwash, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a brainwash. Leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria is a takia, is a lie. It has been a deception. So this IBB, he's been there when I was born. He's been there when I was, young, and I'm old. I think he's still there. Buhari, in fact, according to them, okay, so Buhari is still alive. You understand? So they are there manipulating us all this while. Their plan has been to wipe, after all. That has been their plan instead. Their plan has been to wipe all of you out so that you never grow. And this is why when you're born, immediately they will pump you 13 vaccines. Only a baby that is just born, pump you 13 vaccines. For what? So they planned it all right. They planned it very, very well. That you will not succeed. That you will never lift up your head. That you will never see the light of the day. In fact, I'm very, very sad. I'm very, very sad because I remember those days. I have to take what do you call it, common entrance. I have to repeat it and repeat it. Yet I was good in the class. I had to repeat it and repeat it. Now I understand what they were doing. Because after all, when they have, raised the cutoff mark, you understand? They did it purposely and also frustrating us purposely. They frustrate us also purposely. You see a bright guy in the class, but to get your common entrance exam becomes wahala, and you'll be imagining. But you just came out and you knew what you wrote. Hey, Alumel. I just feel like shedding tears. Alumel, they dealt with our brothers and sisters. And this is how a lot of us ended up in strange places that you didn't plan in your life. These guys have the plan. They had the plan to wipe all the leaders of their so-called leaders of tomorrow out before they even lift up their heads. Nigerian citizens has been a product of an Islamic Caliphate experiment. It has been a working. It has been working for the Caliphate and British government. They are the people that has been doing this. It's been working for them. So all of us has been a Caliphate experiment at the end of the day. Forget it. And those days, hi, my elder brother will beat you and whoop the heck out of you. You failed again. You failed. Meanwhile, it was the government manipulating you, manipulating your destiny while you were still small. Why you've not known what is going on? They were manipulating you. They don't even want you to raise up your head. The leaders of tomorrow. The leaders of tomorrow I saw when I suffered. Yet I could pass through. Because in my family, there's nothing like I'm tired. There's nothing like I'm going back. I not do again. No. You must continue and finish it. When you're treating somebody, maybe you got a house help and you're maltreating the house help, she will do all the message in the house, she will sweep, she will wash plates. Meanwhile, your children are there watching. At the end of the day, that house help will come out a superstar. And that's why I'm Stella. I'm a superstar at the end of the day. And we are coming back to deal with them. Now we found out where they are. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought Sambisa Forest has been where they've been mining the mineral resources of this whole wide world. That Babangida is a wizard. That Babangida is wicked. I thought that is what I believe. That Sambisa Forest is where the terrorists and their co-hosts are mining the mineral resources, and they blocked it so that now we found out it's a village. It's a community with high walls where the Boko Haram, where they are living at large. 24 hours of electricity, pipe-borne water, market, everything going on. With the girls they kidnapped and the teachers they kidnapped. This Babangida wicked. He wicked well. So what has been happening to us? It's been long. It's been planned now. It's been from the foundation of the creation of this zoological, you call it Nigeria. It's been planned. You see, my brothers and sisters, people in that indigenous, people in that geographical location, most of them are thieves, rogues, call it kidnappers, rapists, all the bad things in this world. That's what they have become because of what the government planned it against them. Government planned it against their leaders of tomorrow. It's heartbreaking. So at the end of the day, they ended up producing criminals, armed robbers, terrorists, thieves, Boko Haram. All these people have become your leaders at the end of the day. So you, as a young girl or a young boy from Biafra land, you were sent to nursery school, elementary school, secondary university. You've chose a course, maybe a political science, and you were warming up to enter into politics, only to find out that the criminal like Hope Uzodinjo has taken your place. Only to find out that a criminal like Soludo has taken your place. Peter Oba has taken your place. Tell me how you can fulfill your leaders of tomorrow. Tell me. Leaders of tomorrow is a fairy tale. Leaders of tomorrow is a mockery. Some of the leaders of the tomorrow are dead. Some are dying as I speak. The leaders of today have corrupt. They are so-called leaders of tomorrow. And some of their leaders of tomorrow has become like the leaders of today. That's what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the leaders of tomorrow have talents, but the leaders of today will make sure they suppress and press you down like wizards and witches. Suppress you so that you will never lift up your head. But I have a good news. I have a news for all of them. Because soon, some of the leaders of tomorrow will partition Nigeria and end this lie, this fairy tale I call it, so that USB will end all the lies and make leaders of tomorrow real. Biafra, the real deal. I salute everyone. Thank you, Jide, for the opportunity you've given me. Bye.
Thank you, our sister. Thank you so much for that submission. That was a wonderful one. Leaders of tomorrow in
JD,
Nigeria.
can I add something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Sister Stella, for that wonderful submission of yours. Yes, Nigeria was designed to frustrate every Biafran. Nigeria was never ever designed to benefit Biafrans, and that is why the leaders of yesterday and the leaders of today in that contraption will still be the leaders of tomorrow. So the youths that was supposed to be the leaders of tomorrow are left to suffer for yesterday, today, and even their tomorrow. And the good thing, just like our sister Stella said, is that there is light at the end of the tunnel for Biafrans because of the government and because of our Prime Minister. This freedom that Biafran people will embrace coming from the 2nd of December this year will be an eye-opener to everybody in that contraction called Nigeria. And Biafrans, this restoration of Biafra will open a new chapter in developmental projects in Biafra land. When Lucky Star spoke, he spoke passionately. A lot of Biafrans who are talented, who have something to offer to the society, but we are destroyed, but we are humiliated, but we are disorganized by Nigeria. We have an opportunity of showcasing what Chukwu Okike Abiama blessed them with. Lucky Star will be able to showcase his talent. Rage and Fury can be able to bring to board the blessing of Chukwu Okike Abiama upon his life and every other Biafran. The emergence of Biafra will be able to bring in those people that God blessed with every amount of intelligence, craftness, and all amount of this intellect in science and technology. That will be the breakthrough that Biafran restoration will bring to the world. So if you are a Biafran, you have not been able to blossom and shine because of Nigeria. When Biafra is restored, that talent will be able to shine like the light that we are all over Africa. And that is why Nigeria will never experience anything of leaders of tomorrow, because their leaders of tomorrow are those of yesterday and today. But Biafra will experience what we call innovation and a state whereby every other nation will be jealous of what Biafran people will be immediately after Biafra is restored. It's very, very important that we understand that God have a way to design Biafra. And that is why God has opened our eyes to see what Nigeria portends for us. And that is why everybody is in agreement with our government that we need to exit Nigeria for our light to shine like God wanted it to shine in this world. Thank you so much, Sister Stella, for bringing that to the knowledge of this house. And Biafrans, it is time for us to shine. 2nd of December would be the beginning of that light that the world wanted to cover, but can never be able to be covered because we are children of light. Thank you so much. I yield my mic.
Thank you so much, our brother and co-host, David Nana of BWOC. Thank you so much for that. The leaders of tomorrow in the terrorist state, it's a mirage. Everyone can attest to that. It's a shamble. It never even existed, because before you even get to that stage where you are going to be that leader, they have already either killed you physically or spiritually or otherwise. It's always happened. Thank you so much. We will quickly get our brother Jaja Gosson before he lost his mind. Jaja, go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. Thank you for being.
Thank you so much, my brother Jedi Walker. Thank you, my own brother Ugochukwu, David Nana. I salute each and every one of you. Mappies, our own mappies of the gods. Barry Williams, Agujegwe. Agujegwe Jiskegwe. Mboka Disgwenime. I salute Agujegwe and the Lucky Star and the executive Ben Chooks, Eze Williams, and everyone. My own sister Stella. Otunwamwanya, our minister, I salute each and every one of you. Christian, I salute each and every one of you. This topic is very interesting. It's very interesting. There's something I want to establish here. You can't debate over something that is not existing. You can't debate, so you can't argue over something that is not in it. When you talk about a leader of tomorrow in Nigeria, it does not exist. So it doesn't.
Jaja, your network is fluctuating.
To running the system, they are fugitives. They are running a Fuji system. That's a feeding bottle system. The Fulanis. They don't believe in progressive system. They cannot progress any system that they occupy. So you as a Biafran or Oduduwa or Kwararafa or whatever, Middle Belt or whatever name you give to yourself, that are looking for a better future in Nigeria, because that dream, if it is a dream, it will, you understand. So leader of tomorrow is nothing in any way. Let me use this as an example. When they tell you that referendum is not in the constitution of Nigeria, that is how leader of tomorrow is.
Jojo, just maybe check your network. It's fluctuating. I think we've been losing it for like a few seconds and then it comes back. We can't hear you any longer, Jojo. Oh my God, and he was making a good submission. I don't know what's. Yeah, Jojo, you can go ahead now.
They're kicking us out. They're kicking us out.
Jojo, you
They're
can go
kicking
ahead
us
now.
out.
Your network is back. Okay, he lost his network. Anyway, that's please request for the mic again so that we can get you in. You can get you in. Thank you so much for that submission. I know that you come back to complete your submission. Agujabo, I wanted to get something out of your chest. Please make it 1 minute so that we can go to executive and Eze Hill. Eze. Go ahead, Agu. 1 minute, please.
Yeah, thank you, Jaja. Thank you, Jaja God, for that submission. Although you are still on it before the paid agent kick it out, but all the same, they can never stop the light to shine. Thank you, JD Wack. Thank you, all the prominent and formidable Biafran, those that have spoken and those that have not, and still they will still speak. And moving ahead, I want to chip in something. Even it happened to me. Please allow me to sing this song. Nambembo anom n'ọchịchịrị okwu Biafra emewo m ka m pụta ihe mgbe mbụ anọ m n'ọchịchịrị okwu Biafra emewo m ka m pụta ihe. Our great-grandparents, our ancestors said, for the fact that we have come out in a limelight, we are going to survive because we believe and valued life. That is why we call human being mad. Nigeria has happened to me. It happened to my family. The best brain we have in our family, Islamic Nigeria terrorist government murdered her deliberately. For that fact, Biafrans, it's only in Biafra that you have 300 points before you could enter higher institution. But somebody from the northern part of Islamic Nigerian terrorist government, we have 40, 50, 30, 20 and enter university. And still, those who have lowest grade will be at the top of affairs of every Nigeria institutions. How do you want them to deliver at the end? Nigeria is a place that encourages criminality and mediocrity. They say mediocrity is a failure, while a genius is a progressive. That is whom we are. Even up to today in Nigeria, the sons of my younger ones, before they enter the university, they have to dictate to them the type of course to do, and they have to pay heavily. Some pay even 1 million naira, 1.5 million naira to enter university. After you might have get the maximum, even above the grade. All these things make it Nigeria can never, ever, ever, ever have the future tomorrow. All those we are seeing today are nothing but the representative of the caliphate. Like somebody like Emeka Ihedioha, kneeling down in front of a caliphate has made him to be totally, permanently kneeling down. He can never rise again. For the fact he knelt down in the presence of a caliphate, somebody that is not indigenous, it will keep on kneeling down until Biafrans will rise up and get him up. Thank you for giving me this time. I have a lot to say, and I have to sign off because my time of work has reached. May our days be longer.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, Agujebe, and thank you for even being here and making a second contribution towards the program. Thank you so much. And because of we'll get Jaja back again, and because he lost his mic while he was speaking. Jaja, please, the mic is yours. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, my brother. I don't know if I'm coming out now.
Yeah, you're audible.
Come on, hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Let me just make it very brief. What I'm saying is, what you have in Nigeria is Sokoto monarchy caliphate. Nigeria Sokoto monarchy caliphate. So any other ethnic nationality like Biafra or any other person that is dreaming of being a leader in anywhere in Nigeria, you are just deceiving yourself, because it's never going to happen. Because in monarchy system is when a particular leader steps down, the son takes over, and it goes round and round and round till eternity comes. That is why when they tell you that we are born to rule, it's not just a slogan. Born to rule mentality that many people used to sing in their songs is not just a slogan. That is what it is. And that is the agreement they reached with the British when handing over power to them. That is the agreement. That this, their company, Royal Niger Company, is going to be the monarchy kingdom of the Islamic Caliphate. That is why when you're talking about you becoming a president, they laugh at you. You can be a governor that is paying allegiance to them, including your traditional rulers. In any tribe in Nigeria, you don't have an independent traditional ruler. Go and make your investigation. All you have is dependent traditional rulers to the caliphate. That's why there's no future for anybody in Nigeria, apart from when, as Biafrans have separated themselves already, that Oduduwa did the same, Kwararafa did the same. That is when you will now see those, your dreams, that your future prospect, that is when it will come true. Outside that, you will live your entire life and your generation and generation to come, and you will never amount to anything, unless you choose to kneel before the caliphate. Outside that, you are nothing. Thank you so much, my brother, for the opportunity given, and everybody that is here. All protocols duly observed. I salute each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, our brother Jaja Gosam of BWOC. Thank you so much for that, and thank you for what you're doing for on behalf of the government of Biafra and that of our people, more importantly. Thank you so much for that. I know that the network was a little bit challenging at the initial time that you took the mic, because I found I go to Ahwana Maha Kware 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 Kware. But the zoo have fallen. It does not matter what. At the end of the day, all their shenanigans is not going to happen. Look at the so-called AFCON 1994, when the so-called Super Eagles won the African Cup of Nations. And what happened? Abacha then promised them houses and what have you. 28 years later, it was the Buhari imposter that went and gave them that those houses. In the process, Keshi have died though. Yakini have died. Oruma, Izekolo on the street. These are the dreams and the future people that you are talking. 28 years later. Now, the terrorist state defense chief, Musa, with his co-criminals, they are promising the so-called soldiers that are going to Biafra territory to kill our people, that when they come back from the war, when they come back from the genocide, that they are going to build houses for them. The same emo. Emo anwụrụ ilu ndị Igbo na-atụ. Ọ sị na ọkwa, lekwa ọkụkọ, n'ọkwa nwanne gị, ka a na-arụ ya n'ọkụ. The same fate that ị na-afụ ihe na-eme ọkụkọ awaits you. So if you are going to Biafra territory and you think that when you come back, that somehow, the zoo terrorist army is going to manufacture a house for you. You are joking. You are dreaming. You are not going to get any house. You are not even coming back. Take your body bag along, because Iga Manu na Biafra territory. It's not going to happen. Thank you so much, my brother. Nigeria is a scam. And those people that are still thinking somehow, you are kidding. It is not going to happen. Thank you so much, my brother, for being there, and thank you for the submission. Let's go to Kama Israel, please, because Kama Israel was here before. The Kama Israel and then Executive and Ezehir. Kama Israel, the mic is yours. Thank you for being here. 4 minutes, please.
Thank you so much, Jide Walker. Thank you, Ugo, and everyone here listening and putting your effort and your suggestion and opinions, to what we are doing. I thank you very, very much. It's not an easy task, but it is a task that must be done. And not just only it must be done, we have to use everything in us to propagate this gospel and take it to the level that we want it. I greet you all. Let me go straight to the topic. Leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria is a mirage. Yes, of course, there are so many potential leaders, but the Nigeria setting itself, that's why sometimes it's even hard for me to mention that name anymore, because that name means death. That name obviously means, suppression. That name means evil to me. You cannot rise as long as that name is there. If you have no mind to commit one evil or the other. But because the people there are used to those things, it's not a problem to them, so they will just take it as that's how life is. If you can beat them, you join them. The thing is that you cannot beat them. So that's why leaders are not rising. They don't have opportunity at all with the name Nigeria, because the Nigeria has mechanism put in place to checkmate those leaders and, if possible, even kill them and kill their dream. Join it, So there is none. It doesn't. It's not in existence at all. It's just that they say it, but there are so many potential leaders, in different indigenous communities, and the Biafra has come to actually revive those things, give people hope, give people, opportunity to excel. Growing up as a child, I know what we did when we were small, but all these things are in vain. I was supposed to be a sprinter, very good at it, but there wasn't any opportunity, not at all. So you end up seeing yourself in another man's land, just doing what everyone is doing, because the opportunity for you to move from point A to B wasn't there at all. So Nigeria as a name is a dream killer. Talk more of you saying that you want to be a leader in which setting? A leader in a place where death is everything to them, But I must thank Biafra government for what they are doing. And I must thank you because of the thickened skin that you have developed. I know before some people will be finding it difficult to say this openly, to say that openly, or even you can't even mention certain things, when you're on space. But now our people are gidigba, no shaking. They go anywhere, they put that message there, out there. They don't care. We come here, we speak, we just say it the way it is, in all our platform, both on YouTube, everywhere. So we are dominating them in all angles. Sometimes I scroll to some of those people who are just, or their job is to castigate. You don't see anybody, commenting on their page anymore. It's our people dominating all the spaces, all the spaces, in the whole of the space. Even when you go to African spaces, it's still our people, That is to show you that we are ready. We are ready, and that which we want is what we are going to get. 2nd of December, had been set aside, and the zoo is actually panicking, and we must do everything within our reach to make sure that not just only that date, come to fruition, but it will also be a day to be remembered all over the world. Everywhere, that day will be remembered. Thank you so much, Jide Walker. Thank you for the good work you guys are doing, and I also always say this: if you are here, not just only could come to space, find something to do, reach out to your rep, look for something to do. Don't just be the one watching other people come only on space and talk. Find a way to volunteer to do something very, very important, so that we'll do this thing together, work together. And of course, money is everything. Without money, we're going nowhere. Put your money where your mouth is, because it's very, very important. I greet you all again, and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to bless each and every one of you as we fight together till the end. God bless you all.
And God bless you too, my brother. Thank you so much, Kama Israel. And thank you on behalf of our people, the UK family. UK family was the number one. I here, we got a top shot. How are we the first people that will ever be called in our fundraising every single weekend? That's not an easy something. Everywhere the number they were had there. All konye seme. Imasi ndị Igbo si na agwa mmadụ na ị na-eme ọfụma jide ka iji. N'ihe iji ka n'ihe ị na-eme ka ndị our people from the UK ihe ha na-eme karịrị my brothers and sisters. That is just pure truth. Thank you so much, Kama Israel, and thank you for the workshop that you guys held last time on behalf of our people that have issue with the ID card registration and Finland Convention and all that. Thank you so much. The government of Biafra acknowledged that. Even the Prime Minister said it in the next program that he had on that week. That is a very, very good development. Thank you guys so much. And agana apanye yoko kandi zoo nano that water. 3 of their big armor tanks were destroyed by upgraded Ogbunigwe. And almost 15 of their men were sent to judgment. Like the Prime Minister said, you will never hear it from the brand envelope media of the terrorist state of Nigeria. They will never report that. But as the records and everything, the unreported war ongoing in Biafra territory, Biafra versus Nigeria, has been for a very long time. 2nd of December, that history they don't want to teach people in their curriculum. It must be taught. Not only that, the so-called generation of those that call themselves one Nigerians, they can go and already they started marking it down. They are from jazz. Whenever they come to spaces, they say, "Oh, this person say second day they're talking about." There's one that said that he's in Cross River, that they should leave people. Yoruba people are now telling us that we should leave people of Cross River and Bayelsa and all these places alone. That if somebody said they don't want, they don't even mind what is going on in their land. Their monarchies and the Obas are getting killed every day. Their farms is being taken over by the Morodas. And even the MOU memorandum, the Mieti Allah signed with their people, it did not work. Ilorin have gone already. They will leave their problem, the big log on their eye, and they're coming to tell us we that have ordinary dust in our eye. That is to tell you that these people already, we know that they're afraid of what Biafra is going to bring to the table. Thank you so much, our brother Kama Israel, for that wonderful one. At my piece, Buko, may 1 minute.
Yes.
I know that you may be about to go to
in
work.
1 minute because in 4 minutes I didn't finish it too. So someone like in a while.
Because I've lost
it.
Go ahead, please.
So check it. My only
Mouthpiece is Zukwenike.
Look at you. You people take my 2 minutes, eh? And now I'm going to take my 4 minutes because I didn't take it. Anyway, I wanted to ask our brother Kama Israel. I was thanking him for what they're doing, and I wanted to ask, please, about the Arochukwu monarch. What is how far? I hope everything is okay. because I wanted to get an update from our people who are residing in Arochukwu State. Please to update us here. And I also want to thank Lucky Star, my own guy. I'm waiting. After my people sang my music for me, I want to hear my name in your music also. So that's what I want to hear. All right. So please update us. That's what I wanted to say before I was told to hand in the mic. Please update us. Thank you, my wonderful brothers and sisters. Give us update from the homeland. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mouthpiece. And sorry, executive, like I know we'll keep you waiting, and like that's what sometimes I don't like bringing in a second and third like a submissions, but sometimes it has to be a quick one. But it was a little bit congested, that's why I couldn't get you. I was trying to get you in, and now we lost executive. But please just request for the mic again, and then we'll let you go first. Thank you so much for that, and thank you, our sister Mouthpiece of the girls for that. He is a heel, Eze. The mic is yours, and then we'll go to mobility, Zobu and the Zoo. Eze, 4 minutes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, my brother JD Waka and Ugochukwu Biafra. I greet everybody on the space. And the Bible say, I greet everybody on the space, even those that will listen later. So I will go straight on the topic. And good morning from my end too, and good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're spacing. I will go to the topic: leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria is a mirage. Your future prospect is Biafra. So please, JD, what I will sing a little song. Maybe will not take just a few seconds. The song that they were singing when I was growing up, when they are doing their political parties. So onye malanka ya manakwa ya manakwa ya mana na lotion ihe na-eme. So they were singing. They are different. They have two parties during that time. The other party was they were singing ebe ka ị ga-apịnye aka ebe sere mmadụ ebe ka ị ga-apịnye aka ebe sere mmadụ. That one was MPP. Then the other one was singing ebe ka ị ga-apịnye aka ebe sere ụlọ n'ọka abụọ nke okpueze dị n'elu ebe ka ị ga-apịnye aka ebe sere ụlọ n'ọka abụọ nke okpueze dị n'elu. That one was MPN. Then the other song was Atọ nwanzere ibe nweke dị mma atọ nzere ibe na People's Party atọ nzere ibe na People's Party. So these three songs go together, my brother. Nigeria is a scam. Nigeria is a scam, and it's a criminal country, and it's a terrorist country. Why I'm telling you all this, why I'm singing this, is experience. I didn't read it on the newspaper or on a history book. It was experience that I gathered when I was growing up. And those people that were on top during that time, they are still on top up till now. And we are talking about leaders of tomorrow. Where I am living right now, the youngest mayor, that is the youngest local government chairman, is 18 years old. He's 18 years old, the youngest local government chairman. The country that I'm living right now is 18 years old. That is where you have the leaders of tomorrow. When they are telling you leaders of tomorrow is when you are studying, when your parents give birth to you, you are growing up. Once you are heading to 17 years old, you start celebrating. You will start celebrating that leaders of tomorrow. And that leaders of tomorrow, the government give you opportunity. Once you are 17 years and about to enter 18 years, you will make a party, a celebration, a big party with your friends that you are clocking 18 years. And that 18 years, the government give you opportunity to go to where they are selling new cars, to buy a car loan, where they are building house, to request for the type of house you want to live. If you want to start to raise your family, you just go to anywhere, whatever you want. The government have already planned it for you. And I believe that is the plan the Biafra government in exile is planning for us. And that is why the Prime Minister all the time, the Prime Minister will be promising us, he's going to bring Finland to Biafra. He's bringing Finland to Biafra land. That is the future we are talking about. It's not in Nigeria. You can't have that. I'm above 50 years, right? It's not possible. What we are saying here is the truth and nothing but the truth. And the Bible tells you that say the truth and the truth shall set you free. And the same Bible tells you that the kingdom of God suffereth violence, and the violent men take it by force. It's not just to be reading it on the Bible, like the book of my Bible story. You have to put it into practice. You have to put it into practice. Ndị Bible sị na okwukwe na-enweghị ezi ọrụ nwụrụ anwụ n'onwe ya. Okwukwe na-enweghị ezi ọrụ nwụrụ anwụ n'onwe ya. A prayer without good work. You start from morning, you go to church shouting hallelujah, 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 praise the Lord, and you didn't put it into practice. It's a rubbish. It doesn't work. That's why the Bible told you that prayer without good work is prayerless, and the kingdom of God suffereth violence, and the violent men take it by force. My people, you see all this our old okokos we have, both Babangida, both Buhari that is dead, and both the one that is alive, both Obasanjo, all those people that have been in government since independence, even before independence, see now, both from presidency to the councillor, from top to bottom, all of them supposed to go to firing squad. If they are not going to firing squad, all of them supposed to be in life imprisonment. That is their reward, because those people have keep us in bondage. You know what it means? You come out, you promise a whole country of 230 million that I will give you light by the year 2000.
As I think you lose your network or so. Yeah,
All
I
the
think you
leaders,
have.
all the leaders don't collect a mind. What? Sorry, JD. What our brother was saying. Nigeria is just only know how to create criminals. Criminals who know how to speak from their both sides of their mouth. If, for example, there is somebody, I don't want to mention his name. Now, some people have used him to start making TikTok, which is very amazing. This guy was somebody who was on one of these platforms telling us Akwa Ibom is Biafra. Akwa Ibom is Biafra. We are Biafra. Coincidentally, he have joined one Nigeria.
Bobrisky.
Bobrisky, his name is not relevant because it's not good to mention his idiotic name here. These guys now, people are using him in TikTok. One boy used him on a TikTok. He was like, said, Mazin Namde Kano was right to say Nigeria is his zoo. Example was the idiotic guy he brought. Now the person is telling you that Akwa Ibom is not a Biafra. That is the type of leadership Nigeria is busy creating Sabo and idiotic. Why Biafra is busy creating a leaders of this kind of magnitude of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko. People that you don't shake them. Nothing move them. No wealth move them. Our brother was talking about he had been an athlete. My dear brother, not be safe for mouth. If any of you know me from child, when there was talking about footballers in the world, I was one of the growing talents from 2003 until Nigeria, everything about Nigeria. First of all, you travel, you go to that place. As a Nigerian, you're already out of the, well, it's not about Nigeria destroy. Nigeria can never ever build a great leader or a great talent or a great potential. They will only out there to create sabo. Who, as long as you know how to sabotage your people, learn how to speak from both sides of your mouth, yes, you are in. Or ex-convict, like Hope Uzodinma and the rest of them. Nigeria is a disaster, and that is the reason why the only hope as a future leader, a future star, a future scientist, a future doctor is Biafra land. And the leadership and the arrowhead is what the Biafran government, which PM, is an example. Example from one of the best countries. They were not just participating in their governance. So anybody who speak otherwise, my brother talk about firing squad. I know some people will say, "Oh, don't speak." That is fact. These guys destroy destiny, careers. Many people is in the down sea of Mediterranean Sea.
some buried in shallow grave in desert. These are the corpses of these motherfuckers from Obasanjo. Just look at P2B. Is this an example of leadership? This monkey who's so scared. Okay, look at what happened to Amaka case. If not for Biafran government, this is Jesus. Do you know why they were started writing letter? I want to use Amaka as an example, our own beloved sister as an example, because they want to please one Nigeria. They want to please one Nigeria. Go ahead, my brother JD.
Thank you so much, my brother. I would have wished our brother Eze was still here. Let me just have a look. Because, there's this song the song that he just sang, actually know some of them. And actually wanted to even bring one up, but he's not here at the moment. All these parties, and that's why you see these people carrying broom and what have you, in the name of party logo. The other one is corn or whatever it is. The other one is a broom. These people are all liars. Everything that they are talking about in regards to politics and what have you, and the promises, you can imagine from the First Republic till date, the same thing those people are promising the so-called gullible one Nigerians, the same thing the current one and the one in 2027 is still going to promise. Does that look familiar? Does that sound familiar? Because the thing is, you can see the lies there. They are promising you the First Republic, a 60-something years old person have never still learned their lesson. The same lie they tell you when they were 5 years, if at all. And the same lie they continue to tell you 15 to 18, 20, and I got 30, 40, 20-something before then. And they're still telling you the same lie even at 60-something years. And you think that is true. It's only a mad person or a foolish person will actually listen to the so-called Nigerian politicians. They are all criminals. What they are doing is to look for any avenue to continue to deceive people to take whatever that you have, and you will never make headway in that entity. Sorry to say that some people that are calling Nigeria so-called a country, it's not. This is a business, a British business, a foreign business. We all know how it all started. Nigeria is never a country. That's why they haven't got case against Biafra. They are going to lose woefully. That's why they're afraid of going to court. But it's going to end there. Or Katum. We are all there. The Prime Minister have said that on a different plan about how he wants to deal with the terrorist state of Nigeria, and that is what is going to happen. Thank you so much, our brother Ugochukwu, for bringing that up, and our earlier submission from our brother Eze. I think he lost his mic and he left or something. Thanks, Clara Dims, our co-host, for coming onto the mic. It was a congested at the initial time, but thank God now everything is coming to calm down a little bit. Because we haven't got a submission from Otuwamwanya. Otuwamwanya, go ahead, and then we'll get
We don't need the submission from Otunwamwanya.
Oh, Ezehil is back again. Otunwa, the mic is yours, please. Make it a quick one so that we can go to Ezehil.
Also, you win. Them Piawarazu. Them Piawarazu. Because I want to expose you, because I don't expose you from the POS Nigeria, one Nigeria.
Otunwa, in a consequence, we're back a mad piece here.
30 seconds. Now, Kwaha. Okay, Mama, go ahead.
There was no more Chineke. GD.
Otunwamwanya, there is one position I want to take from PM now. I want to start for PM back. Anybody ask stupid question, that conk, I will go conk and come back spiritually.
Who asked PM stupid question? No, what you go do now? I'm going to para.
Aluje will not be you and talk to. And PM now, Simon, now Otunwamwanya, they wait for a question.
I'm gonna talk. Oh yeah, just stupid question. I can hear in our treatment. They will greet all of you. I see my minister. We go 247. Every other minister that is here, greetings. They will. David Nanda, the mouthpiece. Oh, the woman, I don't know these are the gods. They don't talk to you again.
Yeah, Otunwa, go to your submission, please.
Consulting. Okay.
That's the gods. That's the moment. We don't deal with it.
Otunwamwanya, go ahead, leave my piece alone, I beg.
We do it. I rest my case. Leaders of tomorrow in the Zoom Yes, so this thing is actually working. Yes, just say that it's not. It doesn't exist. It exists on a condition. That is how you become a leader of tomorrow in the zoo. In fact, leader of next tomorrow. For those if you don't want to accept the condition, the first condition is that you got to put your hand. As working as working after that, then you accept other things. They will give you from the north. In fact, every week you will go north and you come back. And you will rule our people from the north. And all that thing, that kind of thing. Where is it today? In the north, that's where it's doing our people. But anyway, that's by the way. None of them is still relevant in our territory today. But that one, we know that he's wearing pampas and he's to us like Soludo, Biafra, criminal, all of them. Those people that accepted to be leader of tomorrow in the zoo, who took this condition to sell off their people, to sell our land for their own selfish interest. If you want to be leader of tomorrow in the zoo, the options are still there for you. Go and grab it. Also, go. It's still existing. But after that, I don't know. You cannot go anywhere. Nothing. Anything you accept in the zoo is at your own peril, at your own risk and your future. It's even risky to accept to work for them. We that are fighting this is all of us, everyone is in risk. If you give yourself to be used, if we catch you, as we are doing our own now to stop you people, we don't say if we cross the zoo, you can't get but we are winning. Meaning, say, at the end, all of you will vanish. We will check our boss. And they will know you.
Thank you, our minister and our part co-host, as always, Minister Otunwamoya. Thank you so much for that. The zoo have started to understand the language of the Biafran government, just like what they said before. They said that they will speak in the language that we will not understand. Our Prime Minister has been speaking that language with our upgraded the Winnie, and they work on it. Now they have somehow starting to understand the language since he has education is around. They will force them to understand that language, and that language will be PDF now. So they will be forced to learn by force. Thank you so much, our brother, and we know that at the end of the Biafra, they have all failed with their enablers in our land. Guys, like anyone that's here that haven't shared this space, please, if you can do us a favor, check your word to see if you have shared the space. If you haven't done so, we'll be here probably up to maybe 1 or so, because there were a lot of things going on here tomorrow, and so that you can be able to finish up in time. Thank you so much, our brother. Let's complete your submission because you lost your mic and all that. Go ahead. Ezehil, are you there?
JD, before you pick up the mic, my brother and our minister made mention of there is a condition. Yeah, before there was a lot of queue. People was on the queue and grabbing the opportunity. But for this last moment of our PM and the great Biafrans that are here today, nobody wants to go and queue there to take that position again. For those that choose to take it, who speak Akwa Ibom is Biafra, Akwa Ibom is not Biafra. And we are still watching them with corner eye, and we are here. That is the queue that is deserted right now because we are here, and the only journey is Biafra, and our people will get the leader they want tomorrow. Thank you, my brother.
Ezehil, if you are there, please take the mic.
Thank you so much. Ezehil, are you there, please? Okay. If you're not there, we just let me just get this our brother. Okay, no, this what is him? Because he's been here for a while now on the mic and hasn't spoken. I think okay, he's not here now. Ezehil, are you there, please, for the last time? Ezehil. Okay, Ezehil is not there. Okay. Okay, let's get our Benchus. I know it's not going to take long, so that we can get you and Radiant before we go to Claudine, our co-host. Go ahead, Benchus. Just make it snappy.
I don't know because I just wanted to play a little bit clip to tell the latecomers. I don't know if it will be possible for you to give me is it possible?
You want to do what?
A clip. Play a clip of our leader to remind some of the latecomers who is against sit at home and what Biafra
if
Republic
if it's not more than 1 minute, you can do that, please. If it's gonna take long time, I don't think it's because of the way the space is going at the moment. Because I want to control everything that's happening here.
Okay, you can give other people a chance. If there is chance, then I can. At least you need to play at least 5 minutes, but give other people.
Thank you so much, and thanks for understanding. You know, because yes, our leader has a lot of this. Although during the course of the programs, about that, whenever I start programming, like spaces, like those in San Machime at the beginning of the program and towards the end, which Ugochukwu will always have his own as well. So thank you so much for that, and thank you for bringing that up, because Oyendumazin and Nikano own a lot on hundreds of, like we honor. Like in regards to those latecomers that our prime minister have been tweeting a lot of things, for them to remind them that if they are here, Kahaga back, got research also certain things, so that they will see their stupidness and idiocy right in their face there. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Radiant Black, again, please, if you can make it a minute or two so that we can go to Ekweme also, because Ekweme haven't spoken at all, and then justify yourself. Radiant Black, if you're there, please make it up to 2 minutes. The mic is yours. Radiant Black, are you there, please? Okay, I think he's lost his mic also. Ekweme, you just came in. Can you unmute your mic and make a submission, please?
Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters in the house. Once again, I want to